what makes Smash so special. It started off as a bunch of diehards that got to know each other. And then it just grew and grew and grew into this huge community that we have now where it's just amazing. Welcome to the family.
I think what brought me into Smash was just the fact that everybody could play.
Anybody can jump in and play at any time, whether you're a pro or an amateur. It's just one of the most inviting fighting games of all time.
The first time I've ever played Smash Brothers was when I was 5 years old.
I was about 4 years old at the time.
Pretty much whenever I was able to hold a controller.
I got hooked instantly, like every single night I'd be playing.
We would 2v1 against our dad.
All the time,
And,
all the time.
We still lost.
Yeah, we couldn't.
We grew up and now he doesn't stand a chance anymore.
I don't remember a time being alive where Smash Bros. Wasn't in my life. I got Melee and a GameCube and life's never been the same.
It's easy to pick up, but it's hard to master, and I think it's brilliant. Like, I could write you a book about Smash, every game for like 10,000 pages long.
I felt every emotion in the book because of this game. That's what makes it beautiful.
It's just very satisfying to KO somebody in this game.
There's nothing even close to it.
We like spiking. We like putting boots into people's face and sending them straight down.
Game.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go. I'm gone. Let's go.
Like, it was so good.
I can't believe that. Oh, this game, dude.
It's remarkable how much love and passion everyone here has for the game and for the community.
The Super Smash Brothers community is a community like no other, where we built it ourselves from the ground up. We started our own events, our own locals.
They bring these heavy CRT TVs and lug them to tournaments, and they're like playing it from sunrise to sundown.
You don't just meet one kind of person, and they all share this great passion.
People from all walks of life can go in the same room and share a common interest together and have fun over it.
I know I can go to almost every continent in the entire world and be like, let's play. Like, that's awesome. That's so cool.
You build friendships with a lot of people for a lifetime, pretty much.
All my best friends I met through this game.
All my friends, Smash, my girlfriend met her through Smash.
This is actually how I ended up meeting my girlfriend.
We actually met at my first tournament, and after that we became really, really close, and we've been together for 3 years ever since.
Everybody is your best friend, whether you just met them or you've known them for years.
Oh, so many friends. I mean, so many friends going to tournaments.
So the fact that there are hundreds of thousands of people that are very passionate about it, it makes me feel like I belong.
I feel home when I'm with the Smash community, for sure.
Smash in one word, uniting.
Journey.
Epic.
Fun. Just amazing.
Intense.
Unreal.
I would just have to say amazing.
Beautiful.
Life.
Passion.
Memories.
I'd say family. Family.
Family. Family.
Family.
The family atmosphere is something that makes the Smash community really special, if you ask me.
Well, welcome back again to the Belasco Theater. It's the moment that so many of you have been waiting for, the Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018. An unbelievable crowd here as we get set. We've got a terrific tournament, 8 of the finest players in the world, covering 6 countries as we get an early look at Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. And to get things started, there's only one man who can do it right. Please welcome the creator of the Super Smash Brothers series, Mr. Sakurai!
Thank you. Welcome to Smash Brothers Invitation 2080. どうも、ゲームデザイナーの桜井です。
I'm the director of the game, Masahiro Sakurai.
朝の放送は見ていただけましたでしょうか？
Did you all catch the direct this morning?
どうでしたか？
What did you think?
ありがとうございます。今回の売りというのはやはり全員登場、その言葉に尽きると思います。
Thank you for watching, and really what we wanted to focus on this time is, as we mentioned, everyone is here.
ところで今回の戦いは、E3 バージョン、E3 で展示するバージョンを使うためにキャラクターがおよそ30体います。
However, the version we're using for the tournament today is the E3 version, so there's only about 30 characters available.
本番ではもうちょっとたくさんのキャラクターがいると思われます。
But in the actual game, you'll be able to play with a lot more characters.
ところで後ろに並んでいる彼らは、スマブラの中でもトッププレイヤーですが、彼らは実は、スマブラ SP アルティメットですかね、それをほとんどやったことがありません。
So the players you see behind us, they are some of the top Smash players. However, they've actually had very little experience with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
ですが、まあトッププレイヤーの彼らだったらきっとめちゃめちゃに使いこなして、なぜか使いこなして大変面白い試合を展開してくれるに違いないと私は確信しております。
But I am very confident that these players of this level will be able to handle it and be able to show us a great match.
それでは世界初のスマブラアルティメット大会をお楽しみください。
Well then, please enjoy the very first Smash Bros. Ultimate Tournament.
Let's give it up one more time for Mr. Sakurai as we kick off the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. I'm your host, and joining me we have two of the finest commentators when it comes to Super Smash Bros. Please give a warm welcome to Vicky, Kitty, and Vish. And we have waited so long for this day, and I know how excited both of you are. Early impressions from what we've seen from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Jordan, this game is so fast, I don't even know what I am playing right now, and I cannot wait for everyone to check out what we have for the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Lots of excitement here, and Vicky, let's get to the basics of Smash, because here's what's great. We've got a wonderful audience that's joining us. We have people that have been playing this game for years and years and years this series. They grew up with this game. However, there's another new generation of future Super Smash Bros. Players that will have their introduction to Smash Bros. Through Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So give us some of the basics of what we're looking for today with gameplay.
So currently, we have come from a history of different games. You have Melee and you have Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. Both of them are different in their own ways. Currently, for the Super Smash Bros. Basics of what you're going to be seeing today, the goal is to knock the opposing fighters off the stage. You guys are already familiar with that. Each fighter starts at 0%. The damage increases as each fighter gets hit. As the percentage goes up, it does become easier for a fighter to be knocked off the stage. When a fighter is knocked off the stage, it is a KO, and the player then loses a stop.
Very excellent description right there, and this tournament is going to feature a lot of different things. It's not just going to be 1v1 Fox only. We're going to see some Smash Balls. We're going to see items. We're going to see singles, doubles, and 4-player free-for-alls as well, too. And you look at what you're possibly most excited for here, Vicky, and it's a chance to see some of the finest players in the world partake in action here.
Yeah.
And Vish, tell us about some of the stuff we're going to see from these players.
Well, for round one, it's going to be a doubles match between Zero and Armada versus Abadongo and Plup. We have never seen these kind of matchups. We are seeing a Melee and Smash 4 come together. I am so excited for what's going to happen here. But yeah, our first match is going to be Zero Armada versus Abadongo and Plup.
And let's talk about the character selection here. We heard we're going to have around 30 characters here. So here's how it worked. We have 8 professional players, and they did what's called a snake draft. They drew numbers, and they were each assigned a number 1 through 8. Number 1 got the first pick for a fighter. Number 8 got the 8th pick. So you have a pool of 3 fighters. 1 through 8 picks, and then 8 gets the first pick for the second fighter. Then you go back down to 1, and then 1 gets the first pick for the third fighter. Why do you have 3 fighters? You have to use a different fighter your first 3 matches. After that, you can go back and use the same fighter for the rest of the match, as we said. So, for example, if I want to go with Mario, Donkey Kong, and Bowser, I have to use Mario, then Donkey Kong, then Bowser if I want to get back to Mario. So, Vicky, it forces these fighters to maybe get out of their comfort zone and use someone that they might not typically use.
Right, they can't use the same character unless they transition through the other 3 characters they've originally picked. So that forces them to try out new characters, but also showcase to our audience what characters and what kind of moveset you'd be expecting when you get the game.
And we already have these characters selected with the players. They did the draft earlier on, so they are set to go. They've had a chance to play the game just a little bit, but let's get a chance to get to know a few of our players just a little bit better.
Sometimes it's not so important to be a hero as much as it is a zero with a capital R. They say if you look closely, there are gods among men. But behind every god stands a goddess, or in this case, a princess. In this game, if you want to be the best, then you must become the best. And sometimes it just comes down to having the right attitude. I am not kidding you right now.
Dude, really?
Dude, really? You're about to be late for the tournament. Sorry about that. Now, these guys will compete with the fate of the entire universe in their hands. Oh, wait, it's not the entire universe? It's just for the Super Smash Brothers. Oh, okay, that's cool too. Sweet.
Well, some very familiar faces as we get set for the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. And let's take a closer look at how this first round matchup will work up amongst these 4 professionals. We bring out 4 of them, so that means it's going to be a doubles match to get things started here. Smash ball on, items off. And below each character, below each player, we should say, you see the 3 characters they drafted. So, Vicky, let's get your early thoughts on the decisions for Zero and Armada.
So for those of you tuning in, you guys know who Zero is, the best Smash Bros. 4 Wii U player with a 56 tournament win streak throughout nearly all of 2015, second at EVO 2018, 1 Frostbite, 1 EVO. It's going to be fantastic. Vish, what are your thoughts on Armada?
I mean, Armada is just like the melee side of that Titan that is Zero. I mean, he's won Genesis through 2 through 4. He's won EVO 2015, 2017. He is a team's god, so it's going to be amazing to see how he fares up, especially with a dynamite combo like Zero.
And I have to say this without squeezing by, Plup choosing Ridley as one of his characters, so we will see Ridley in action today, quite possibly. And you see Abadongo getting the chance to choose his coveted Mewtwo as well.
Yeah, Abadongo being known for his Mewtwo and as well as his Pac-Man, so it's going to be quite interesting to see.
Let's get set for our first matchup in the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. You see the 2 teams, Zero and Armada, taking on Abadongo and Plup as we get set to see the first ever competitive matchup in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. They're getting their characters set to go as we take a look at the stage here. And Vish, just the excitement we feel here in the Belasco Theater.
Yeah, man, it's just like you're saying, this is the first competitive set we get to see in Smash Brothers Ultimate. I am really excited for what these players have in store. I'm curious because as we talked about earlier, you have to choose one of your 3 characters in your arsenal during this match, and it looks like Armada is going to be going with Samus, Plup is going to be going with Ridley,
and Abadango going with Core, and then you see Plup with Ridley, as you said, Zero with Mario, Armada with Samus, and early on already, Samus taking the brunt of the damage here. Mario doing a great job staying alive, edge guarding on the side, but here comes Armada and Vicky. That smoke is going to help us determine who launches who off the side of the map as well.
Exactly. The color smoke that you are seeing displayed here indicates that the player that launched that character in general is the one that incited the move that sent them that far.
Yes. 81% damage for Armada as Armada trying to avoid some more attacks. Meanwhile, Zero with Mario. Ridley gets sending to the side of the screen here, Vish, and Armada following up once again.
Yeah, and I really like the game plan that Zero and Armada are doing. Armada seems to be either covering the ledge or the center, and they keep going vice versa, and Armada cleaning out that edge guard on that stock earlier.
Plup losing the first stock of this match, 2-on-2. Armada and Zero doing a terrific job of keeping their opposition at bay, but you see Corrin bouncing Armada in the middle of the stage. Armada able to come down, that smash attack being protected by the barrier. Ridley sent off to the side, but oh, there goes Armada, and the red team losing their first stock here, Vicky, as we see Abadango holding strong with Corrin.
And as you saw, the smash ball being caught on the top of the stage, unfortunately, is not going to be caught. Here it comes back, getting caught once again. Is anyone going to get it? Zero with the bear, catching it immediately, and unfortunately missing the very first smash ball that you see Zero obtain.
Zero with the foul ball. Abadango still alive with all 3 stocks, but Plup is down to his final stock, and Ridley, there goes Corrin, sent off to the right-hand side of your screen, trying to get back on. Plup doing a fine job as well, too, applying some pressure. Beautiful job there of clearing out some traffic. And Vish, we continue to see lots of pressure being put on by both Armada and Zero.
Man, I gotta say, this stage with that, the ceiling like that on top makes it such that if you're in the center of the stage, you don't get sent off vertically. So they're kind of opting to fight there if they're at a higher percent. You see Abadango's kind of staying there because he's like, you know what, I can maybe tech off the top of that. Maybe I can DI to make sure that I'm on the top there. And unfortunately, he loses his stock.
Abadango losing his first stock. Blue team 2-1. Meanwhile, it's 2-2 for the red team of Armada and Zero. And now Abadango gets sent out again, and it's 1-1 for the blue team. Armada and Zero, they smell blood in the water here, Vish.
And Plup, you saw it using the share stock because Abadango was doing such a good job being a stock tank at the center of the stage. Oh man, Ridley, kind of a difficult character to use, it seems.
Zero trying to recover, but Plup with a beautiful up air sends Zero off to the side of the screen. Zero's able to recover. Armada applying some zoning pressure, those projectiles from Samus. Plup able to clear out Zero once again. Armada at the top of the level. Abadango using that up air on Armada. Zero with a couple of up tilts against Abadango and Plup to rack up the damage, and Zero, Vicky doing a great job of staying alive with Mario up until then, of course.
Commentators curse, Jordan, but Armada was doing such a good job at catching Zero and making sure Zero was safe and sound in the middle. As you can see, they are fighting in the middle. No tech zone here for what it seems. Aba trying to cover his teammate as he makes it back onto the stage. Armada doing a good job, as you can see, maintaining stage control with Zero, though.
It's actually a pretty even match, as we're saying that Zero's the only one with like a huge lead, but oh my god, a Plup with a huge back air. And that'll be it for Abadango's last stock, and that's it, the game is over.
That is game. Armada and Zero doing an excellent job of clearing things out, and you mentioned the fine edge guarding we saw from both of those, and we got our first look at Ridley, and you said a little bit of a difficult character to probably understand because you just found out about the character this morning. But Armada and Zero, they move on and advance to the winner's bracket, and Vicky was a good point. You pointed out with this level, in this great plateau, you've got the tower in the middle of the ceiling. It makes it very difficult for anybody to send anybody through the top of the stage, and we saw a lot of traffic underneath there.
Yeah, unfortunately, it didn't look like it was a very easy job to tech in the middle of that. There was a lot of knockback happening in the middle of the stage, but there was an instance where Armada was able to tech on the side of the Great Plateau, so fighting in the middle was probably the best bet for the red team to take advantage of stage control and continuously pressure the blue team.
And Vish, we talk about this game, a lot of the players always focus on movement and why it's so important in the Super Smash Bros. Series. What are some of the things you've noticed about the movement in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?
I mean, honestly, like we were saying before, it's faster. One of the options that you can do is you can do short hop aerial just a bit faster. You could push the jump and A at the same time. So you don't have to like tap jump to make it short hop. And I feel like this in combination with just the faster pace of the way the game goes, you saw like the way the knockback works is even though you get hit, you fly immediately to where your trajectory is a lot faster than we've seen in previous Smash games. So everything is happening as just like a faster pace. And so I think with teams, it actually makes it a little bit harder to make, you know, combo off your allies' hits and whatnot. So I think that's a huge factor in this game.
Let's take a look at the updated bracket after our first match was just concluded. You had Zero and Armada getting the victory, which means the two buddies get a face-off against each other in the next winners round.
No.
Coming up next, though, we'll have our next set of doubles. And for those players, let's take a moment and get to know them just a little bit better.
They call him Mr. R because Mr. PG-13 is, well, kinda unimpressive. Legend has it that some are born into greatness and others are just lucky. In a world where an adult man can be named Zero.
It's Mango.
Mango? Really?
Yeah.
Like my grandma's favorite food?
I'm over this.
You may not be old enough to sign a lease, rent a car, or obtain a legal permit to feed a pig in Arizona, but he can kick your butt and smash. Now, these guys will compete with the fate of the entire universe. Wait, it's not the entire universe? It's Super Smash Brothers? That's cool too. I want to get in on that action. I have an arm too. Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018.
And once again, some big-time names as we introduce the other half of our competitors here. And Vicky, what can you say about some of the accolades of these players here?
Well, Mr. R is one of the players that a lot of people know from Smash Bros. For Wii U, 5th at Frostbite 2018. He did do 2nd at EVO 2017, so that definitely put him on the map. He also helped mold the Sheik meta. So Mr. R, being a known player, making his ways around the community, but also MK Leo, a prodigy to his respective game, very young player, 17 years old, coming all the way from Mexico.
And we take a look at the player cards and see what characters our players selected for this opening round. And obviously, there are 3 that they drafted here. Mr. R, you see the selection right below Lucky, MK Leo, and Mango. And how about the Inkling decision for Mango here, Vish? One of the new characters of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Honestly, I'm really excited that Mango got Inkling because, you know, his playstyle is reckless, it's flashy, he's not afraid to risk it all. He's like, you know what, this is a new type of character. I'm just gonna play it right away, right off the bat. Why not?
And Vish, as they get set, take us through some strategy with doubles, because obviously there's a lot going on the map and you want to make sure that you have some focused, concentrated attacks, but it's not 1v1 where you can really just focus in on one target.
Yeah, true. And the percentages also work a little bit differently in doubles. You know, the normal hits don't do as much percentage as they would in singles versus doubles, but a lot of it is just kind of like taking up space with your player. Oh my God. And Mango going Ganondorf right off the bat. I like it. But yeah, so they kind of want to just go around both the other players, kind of pincer them in certain situations. One person grabs the edge, one person stays in the center of the stage. Those are the basics to kind of play doubles really well.
Let's pick this up in Moray Towers. Red team, Mr. R going as Cloud. You see the limit meter right there. A couple of up tilts by Lucky, and you see Mango using Ganondorf and Vicky. Ganondorf brings a new weapon to his arsenal in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Ganondorf now has a sword for his smash attacks. As you saw earlier, Lucky losing his shield quite early within the game. And I'm so happy we get to see a display of Ganondorf not just using his fists and his feet, Jordan, but also the sword.
And Fish, you look at this map, all the different levels, it's going to be really hard to establish a neutral game when there's so much verticality in Moray Towers as Cloud gets sent to the top of the screen and now Mr. R taking a trip to the left.
Yeah, I think moves that have huge hitboxes do really well, as we saw the smash attack from Bayonetta going through the platforms like that. I think huge hitboxes like Ganon's as well will do really well on this stage, so great choices from everyone. Cloud also a huge sword hitbox will kind of just traverse and cover the stage really well.
Mango in the middle of your map right now, paired with MK Leo's Bayonetta. 3-3 stocks for the blue team. However, Lucky losing the first stock and it's 3-2 red, and Mr. R at 135 with Cloud at the top of your screen, trying to avoid getting knocked out. Then you see another fighter to your left, Mango, able to recover with Ganon on the left-hand side, but Lucky sends him down off the stage here, Vicky, and now it is an equal game between red and blue.
You had a very similar fight to what people noticed from MK Leo and Mr. R, and unfortunately Mr. R start KOing in the background and losing his stock, left with 2 stocks in total now.
MK Leo with Bayonetta doing a great job of hanging on, still on the stage. 3-2 advantage for the blue team over the 2-2 for the red. Mango with Ganon, missing with a couple of forward tilts right there, but you see Mr. R, nice work with the up air, able to connect. MK Leo able to punish Lucky right there as well too, Fish.
Are you guys noticing that it feels like Mango's going right for Lucky every single time they're together? I see some heated battles coming up right now. Mango's like kind of just abandoning his teammate. He's like, you know what, Lucky, I'm coming down for you down there, man. See me.
Lucky unable to recover at the bottom of your screen. He's down to his final stock. MK Leo, though, Vicky, still with his 3 stocks. He will refuse to KO, but here comes the smash ball. Lucky's gonna go ahead and grab that. We know with that smash attack, you want to make sure your opponents are lined up. Oh, but no! Self-inflicted KO, Vicky, and you gotta be careful. You can't get too excited.
Unfortunately, he was facing the wrong direction and caused himself to lose that stock, Jordan.
Oh, but we see Lucky getting the KO on MK Leo, and it's 2-2 blue team. However, 1-1 for Mr. R and Lucky. You're looking for MK Leo and Mango to close things out. Mango doing a great job, and oh, look at the top of your screen, Vish. What did we just see there?
Oh man, a vertical KO. I mean, now it's just a 2-on-1 situation. What can you really do, man? This is difficult.
Mango with a nice back air, and Ganondorf, MK Leo trying to use the down air. Lucky trying to elude and just get on some type of even footing. Oh, beautiful counter against Ganondorf, sends him off to the side, unable to recover, and Mango down to his final stock. MK Leo, though, still has 2. You figure, and that's the pivotal. Oh, but it's not enough. The huge contact there. Hanging on, but yes.
He's living again.
He refuses to quit. Lucky trying to hang on. You figure the cutscene is a KO. But when you're confusing this system, you talk about being able to stay alive, and just relentless from what we saw there. MK Leo, especially with that Bayonetta, Vicky, staying alive to give the blue team the early advantage.
We DI those and we live in, but not living enough. Unfortunately, they are going to fall, and MK Leo's team is going to proceed through bracket with Mango.
Let's take a look at the updated bracket after our first 2 matches, and we'll see how these fighters will continue to make their way. So MK Leo and Mango, they get the victory, which means they will face off in a 1v1 coming up next, and it will also be Zero versus Armada in a 1v1 as well too. But let's get to our elimination bracket, because obviously it's double elimination in this tournament. You got to send some folks home if you don't keep winning. It'll be doubles at this point, which will then send us to a 4-player free-for-all in the next round. So you're going to have Abadongo and Plup versus Mr. R and Lucky in some doubles. And once again, when we look at those doubles, it seems like Vish, the fighter that's able to really make the most of having those 3 full stocks. We saw that with MK Leo, with Bayonetta. You're able just to apply consistent pressure, and we've seen that in both fights as well too, having the lead with the 3-0 stock.
Yeah, I mean, that just gives you that huge 2-on-1 potential, and now going into this match, they can't use that first character they had in that arsenal, so now they got to switch between the remaining 2 that they have. And I'm really curious to see how Lucky, with his fast-paced kind of play style is going to change versus Plup and Abadango, and how Mr. R is going to go through this, man. It's going to be crazy.
Let's take a look at the updated player cards and see what characters are still available for choice. As we said, players drafted 3 characters, and once you've used a character, you can no longer use them. You see that character that's ineligible, they are grayed out. So for Abadango, you've got your Mewtwo and Pac-Man still, Plup, Pit and Villager, Mr. R, Ryu and Little Mac, and then for Lucky, you have Bowser and Fox. So you look at some of the available characters here, not too many big heavy characters out there here, Vicky.
Not at all, but you still have to watch out for them because, as you notice, things are a little bit different in 1v1s versus free-for-alls or teams. The damage does not scale the same. As in 4-player free-for-all, the damage scales less than when you're in 1v1s.
And Vish, you look at the fact that you have items on now for this doubles elimination matchup, and you also have the Smash Ball on, and so when it comes to items, how do you go about and change your strategy with that? Because that's not what we typically see in competitive play.
Right. I think it was clever, if this was what Lucky was thinking, to keep Fox because he has the reflector, which does so much more when you have items. I mean, it reflects back items at twice the force, and if you have Pokemon, it reflects back. Oh, but he says no, Vish. I'm gonna go Bowser.
We've got Mr. R as Ryu, Lucky as Bowser, Abadango as Pac-Man, and Plup as Villager. Both players, they have 4 stocks each. Items are on, so keep an eye out for that as you see the chocolate bar fly through the sky. And already, Lucky choosing Bowser. You see how big of a target he is, Vicky, taking on lots of damage at 65.
He may be taking on a lot of damage, but he also deals a lot of damage on his own, so you're going to want to watch out as the trajectory of the game sends you pretty far.
We see the Starman assist trophy come out, and what's different is if you can KO the assist trophy, that's going to eliminate a stock, so keep an eye out for that in this version of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We already see our first fighter sent flying off the screen. Lucky. Abadango on the right-hand side trying to recover. Oh, and Ryu goes out already.
Oh my God, we got Knuckles. Knuckles the assist trophy.
Knuckles the assist trophy, breaking the hearts of so many, but here he comes trying to assist the blue team.
X-Bomb deployed off the side of the stage as well, too. You see some bottles of milk flying in there trying to get some help. Plup doing a great job with that forward tilt, clearing out the room of Lucky. Both fighters getting juggled in the air, both Lucky and Mr. R, and Smash Ball on the stage. This can certainly turn the tide. Abadango and Plup still with 4 stocks each, and Mr. R losing his 2nd stock there, Vish.
Oh yeah, and no one has seemed to got the Smash Ball. They all really went for it. I mean, that really changes the pace of any kind of match. Oh my, and Plup going so far for it, doesn't quite get it. And Lucky with the Giga Bowser. What is he gonna do? What is he gonna target? This punch is brutal. And Abadango going down.
Waka 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 Pac-Man sent off the stage right there. Lucky using Giga Bowser and the punch, but now Bowser and Lucky down to 2 stocks. You've got a huge advantage for the blue team as Abadango still hasn't taken a damage on his 3rd stock here, Vicky.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's a Waka goodbye to Pac-Man, but it doesn't matter because they're still in the lead. Aba holding on to the bomb, and Mr. R out of the stadium.
Ryu down to his final stock. Mr. R really gonna have to hang in there tight. You've seen the pressure applied from both Abadango and Plup, 2 speedy characters working their way around the stage right now. Pac-Man using the down air on Lucky. Lucky getting sent sailing. We now have our launch star, one of the new items. You get sent into that, and that does it. That sends Bowser top of the screen KO. Both Mr. R and Lucky down to their final stock. No stock sharing at this point here. Abadango Plup looking very healthy at this point here, Vish.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, that star launcher is really strong. I mean, it KO'd Lucky at such a high percent off the top like that. I really like it. But I think now it seems like Lucky and Mr. R are kind of slowing down the pace. They were going really, really fast at the start of it, and they got comboed quite a bit, and now they're kind of controlling center as best they can. But the stock lead is just so substantial for Abadango and Plup.
Oh, Bowser with the fair. That's going to clear things out. Abadango at 3, Plup at 2. Mr. R, he is eliminated, and you've got Lucky at 82%. It's 2-on-1 and plenty of stocks for both Abadango and Plup. Abadango at 103, Bowser at 113. He's hanging on still. Both fighters, though, have him in his sights. Lucky trying to hang in there. Plup doing a great job with those juggles, though, Vicky.
Yeah, he was doing a good job at avoiding Abadango and Plup and avoiding trying to get hit by them, and instead opted for them to get the blast. But oh my gosh, we're having a 3-part ship here from Kirby Air Ride. I'm so glad we were able to see that once again come back to the Smash Games, Jordan.
A decisive victory. Nicely done as you look at Plup and Abadango. And it seemed like, Vish, Their characters were just much quicker than what we saw for the other selections, Ryu and Bowser, and your opportunity to grab those items really gives you control of the stage.
Yeah, I think because Bowser is like one of the slower of the cast in this particular set, I think that, you know, he just couldn't get up there as quickly, and he's so big, so he just got kind of tossed around by the other two the enemies. So he wasn't able to get the smash balls very well. He got one, but he wasn't able to get the items, and oh man, just kind of a slower pace. Ryu also not the fastest in that kind of team's dynamic, but Abba and Plup pull it out, man.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the updated standings here now that we look at the bracket and see how things are advancing for our players. The elimination bracket, Abadongo and Plup, they get the victory. That means they'll move on. Mr. R and Lucky, we appreciate you guys joining us, but it is an elimination tournament, unfortunately. So a couple people have to go home. But we're gonna take a quick pause from the high-level play we see from the professionals and switch gears to a couple of special guests. And for more on that, let's please welcome to the stage one of the great Super Smash Bros. Hosts and commentators, TK Breezy.
Okay, this is the type of crowd I like to see right here. Smash Brothers. I like it. I see a lot of people that I know, and that's great to see. But how are you guys enjoying this invitational right now? That's good to know. That's good to know. Thank you. Thank you. That's good to know, but let me go ahead and tell you guys what's going to go down real quick, okay? We had our For Glory action going on, you know. We're going to hit some for fun real quick. We have a 6-minute free-for-all with items and Smash Balls on with some of the greatest cosplayers I might have seen today. Jordan, let me ask you, though, how are you enjoying the invitational right now?
I'm loving it. I think the biggest thing is the crowd and the support that we see here. You talk about the Super Smash Brothers community, and we're seeing it in full force here, TK.
Most definitely. Thank you, guys. Dude, this is the type of energy that I like. I almost walked in this morning and thought I was actually at a tournament. Like, there's so many people that I knew. I was like, man, am I in bracket? I might be in bracket. All right. So let's get into it. We got our cosplayers. Can we get our cosplayers to the stage? And these cosplayers are Jesus as Mario, Trisha as Link, Tyson as Ness, and Matt as Pac-Man.
And I love these outfits here, TK. And how about Pac-Man right there? I love it. I love it. Now they will get a chance to play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the first time ever. What advice would you give some folks that are picking this game up for the first time?
All right, so you know how when Smash 4 started and everyone was just rolling all over the place and it was impossible to beat? Well, that's not a thing here, because in this game, there's actually diminishing return on the rolls. So the more that you roll, the longer the roll is, thus meaning you're gonna get punished. So I'd say ease up off those triggers for a little bit, because you don't want to be that guy who gets punished for rolling entirely too much.
And what's different is we see some different mechanics with the air dodging as well, too, and just the general speed of the game.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. The air dodging now, there's directional air dodging if you haven't seen, but also for the Brawl players and the Smash 4 players, there still is that Brawl-esque in Smash 4 air dodge if you do not hold a direction when you air dodge. So it's a little less lag, still laggy enough for you to get punished, but there is a little less lag, so it's a little safer.
And a couple of changes to some classic characters. What did you see from the newest edition of Link that we have in this one?
Okay, this is actually going to be, I'm glad that we're seeing some Link action. Also, shout out to you guys all playing the character that you're cosplaying right now. I mean, that's just character loyalty. That's just character loyalty right there.
I love the devotion right there. So they're getting set for the matchup here. Obviously, they get a chance to get their hands on the game for the first time. And I really want to know from you that short hop mechanic for the forward attacks that we see in the air as well, too. Seems like it's going to really help out some players that aren't quite at that competitive level.
Yeah, I mean, short hops have been in the game, you know, for a long time. It's just not something that we ever really, discussed. It's not like a official term. It's just, hey, man, this is a jump. This is a short hop. But now they kind of made it an official term. We have short hops in the game, making it much easier to, attack, keep that pressure going on someone when they're on the ground or maybe on a small platform or a low platform. Keep it going. Keep it going.
What's interesting, too, is we were talking about this a little bit before. The damage output is different when it's a 1v1 versus a 4-player free-for-all match. Tell us a little bit more about that.
All right, so the damage output, I'm just coming here rattling off information. I've been going at this game for a little bit upstairs. We was out there chilling, so I got I got some inside scoop. But the damage output, you obviously do, I don't know which one people want to call the normalized damage, but you have a certain amount of damage that you do on one-on-ones, and then you have a certain amount of damage that you do in free-for-alls or, 2v2s. So the damage is definitely different. You're going to do more damage in one-on-ones, obviously, to compensate for the fact that it's just you. And then in doubles, because you have a team partner, you're going to do a little less damage. It's not anything crazy. It's not like a 50% cut or anything. But, maybe an up smash does 18 in singles, and then an up smash does like 15 or so in doubles.
And I'm curious as well, too. It's going to be Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Every character we've ever seen before, but a couple of new ones. Inkling and Ridley. Many people waiting a long time to see Ridley in this game. Your thoughts on both those characters?
I mean, I was just as surprised as everyone else. I mean, you guys, when Ridley came out, how surprised were you guys? Come on. Big surprise. All right, guys, but outside of that, we're going to get into the match. We have the fighters ready. They're all still playing the characters they are cosplayed, which, again, I had to appreciate. Let's see how it goes down. We got the ready to fight on deck, and I'm just ready to see what's going to happen.
And in this 4-player free-for-all, if you want to follow the action, you can see the color of the smoke when they get knocked off the stage. That'll tell you who launched who. You've got a nice, convenient little radar. But let's get things rolling here. It's no secret. You got Mario, you got Link, you got Pac-Man, and Ness. 4-player free-for-all here, TK.
The Pac-Man, he's got the gloves on, so I don't even know how he's fully gripping this controller right now. So I want to see some platinum Pac-Man play coming in from this, man. He looks so focused. Let me get a good look at his face. He's focused, man. He's in it. He's dialed in, dude. He's dialed in.
You got the Champions Tunic Link. A couple differences there. And no hook shot for that Link this time.
No quick shot this time. For those who do not know, Link actually is the Breath of the Wild Link, so he does not have a hook shot one. He also has detonatable bombs, much like the game. You can put a bomb out, leave it out for a long time, and then as an opponent gets closer, you throw it towards your opponent and it hits him, you detonate it, and get big damage.
Smash ball on, items on. You see Ness with that smart bomb, deploys that. That's going to be Mario sent sailing, but Mario hanging on right there, bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Up tilt from Pac-Man. That clears out Link at this point. You got a super scope on the stage as well, too, if you want to use that. And TK, early on, our fighter's doing a great job of hanging in there. But Link getting an early KO against Ness.
KO for Link. I was wondering who's going to get that first one because it was actually looking jam-packed in here. And as we're looking at the big screen and also some player faces, we're still looking extra focused. Oh, my. Who is that coming off the left side? We got the final smash coming in from Ness. He's taking almost everybody out on that one.
Ness grabs the smash ball. You also saw Alolan Vulpix on the bottom of your screen as well, too, early on. And what we're going to see here, TK, is that the leader is going to light up here in just a little bit so you can follow and see who has the lead. Pac-Man doing a great job clearing out and getting a KO against Ness right there, so negating probably what Ness did with that smash ball.
And as Jordan said, there is an indicator for who is in the lead. He will flash momentarily. So it's kind of like the get that guy, the get that guy notice right there. If you want to get in the lead, you know exactly who to take out.
That black hole right behind the launch star. You got an essential galaxy in the middle of this map as everything sent spiraling in there. All 4 players on the map at this point. Oh, but here comes the crane from Arcade Bunny. Arcade Bunny. What you know about Arcade Bunny, TK?
Listen, I might not have been the best crane player, but whoever is operating that crane is a god.
Beehive falling onto the stage as well, too. And then Link with those remote bombs that we know much different than from what we've seen in iterations in the past.
Yeah, man, you see him already has it set out. Now all he has to do is hit down B one more time to go ahead and explode it. Obviously, he's going to wait around a little bit to see if anyone's going to get next to it. Actually, it's not even on the stage anymore. It might have just rolled off. But now that it's off stage, he is able to pull another one. You can only have one bomb at a time as Link. Oh, here we go. Ness at the top of the screen, just barely living that. It gets a dash attack. Not going to get too much off of that. Looking for the PK Thunder. Little ambitious there.
Pac-Man in the middle of your screen right now. You see the Star Rod right behind him. Nobody grabbing that. That remote bomb sending Ness to the top of the screen. Ness and Mario on the right-hand side going a little 1v1. That fair knocking Mario back at this point. Oh, but you see the upward smash. And another smash ball. Oh. You should get that.
Oh, 2 smash balls, you say?
You should get that one. Hit that one.
Okay, Mario.
Here comes Mario.
Oh, and the
Pac-Man sailing. It wasn't a real one. It was fake.
You guys, so a good way to notice, now that it's been out there, a good way to notice if the smash ball is real or fake is if the horizontal line is thick, that is a fake smash ball. Now, none of our competitors might have seen it, end up getting blasted by it. It just goes off. Anyone in the vicinity is taking big damage.
That's just mean to put two of those out there. Smart Bomb being deployed by Pac-Man once again. That sends Mario to the top of your screen. Ness trying to use a PK Thunder on the left-hand side. Link with the beautiful up air. Here comes that Hokotate bomb that's going to come crashing down here in just a second. Some bananas on your bottom right. Got to get that potassium, Mario. Watch out for that bomb coming back down to earth. Doesn't do any damage at that point. 2:15 left in this one, TK. Tightly contested.
Look, very smart for that Mario to go for those bananas too, man. Has the highest percentage on deck right now. Now, as you can see, the rage mechanic is obviously still in. Look at his portrait right now. He's smoking. I mean, he's extra mad. He is fuming. And the next person who takes the up smash from him might be the last up smash they'll ever see.
Mario at 138 at this point, trying to use the down air as he comes back down to earth. Mario with the up B that's going to clear out some traffic. Link trying to use that Ore Club potentially, but Ness gets sent sailing to the left-hand side of your screen. Mario gets KO'd. We got 1:43 left, and it looks like Link is going to be the one in the advantage right now. Here comes Eevee. Eevee with the headbutt on Ness, sends him sailing through the sky.
Yeah, it's just a quick tackle coming in from Eevee. Yet again, this Ness is definitely going to be losing that HP if he keeps trying to battle this one. And here we go, got another smash ball, immediately drops it.
If Mario can't connect,
he
gets one. Oh, he gets one of them. He sends Link sailing on the ocean.
That was close, man. He almost got the double KO, the double annihilation. That would have been crazy for him. So down to the wire, though. Pac-Man, the only one really in KO percentages, but he's trying to still put up a good fight.
Ness with the back air against Pac-Man. Nicely done right there. Link trying to shield block against that PK fire, able to punish that. Pac-Man trying to throw some more projectiles on the left-hand side of your screen. Ness getting sent to the left-hand side as well, too. Super Scope available at this point. And TK, we got a minute left in this one.
We got a minute left, and I have not been keeping up the score as well as one would have wished I was.
Oh, beware! For beware in the middle of the screen. The assist trophy Pokemon, the Pokemon gets the KO.
Yeah, you gotta watch out, and honestly, it might still be walking around the stage. Yeah, he's coming right back. Look at him, you gotta watch yourself. Okay, it was actually Mario that's close, so that was his trainer. Not gonna dump the trainer this time.
Pac-Man, how about that? The 1-2 KO sends Link sailing to the top of the screen. 25 seconds left in this one. Looking to close things out. Ness is really the only one here, TK, in KO range.
Yeah, that is very true. Obviously, it's going to be a lot until we get some extra damage here, or anybody else that actually still eating the fruit that is dropping from the trees. If you guys remember from Totem Island, this is a 3DS stage. Everyone!
But the hothead clearing things out!
All right, the Stunner, I mean, obviously coming through. You got to salute that. Looking like we've been trainers over here.
Oh, that does it. Who's our winner going to be here, TK?
Who's the winner of this one?
Oh! Pac-Man Fever! Pac-Man Fever, TK!
Pac-Man does it. Look, even with the gloves on, I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to do it, but the gloves did not stop this man from taking that major win here at the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. Give it up to my man, Pac-Man. All right, guys, so that was a lot of fun, but we're going to get right back into the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018, throwing it to our casters.
TK Breezy. Give it up for TK Breezy one more time here. Nicely done. And it's always great here, Vish, to see some players get their hands on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the first time, and you see all the fun that they had right there.
I love seeing Smash Bros. Of any skill level, especially this early in the game. It's so hype. I mean, Pac-Man, a Pac-Man cosplayer winning as Pac-Man. What more can you ask for Smash Ultimate?
It doesn't get any better than that. And Vicky, we talk about fun, and that's the one thing we talk to all these professional players about. They say the one thing they try to remind themselves before they go out for any type of competition is that it's still a game and it's meant to be fun.
Exactly. Not only does it bring friends together sometimes, but it also allows great family time, and it grants everyone to kind of loosen up and enjoy the game for what it is.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the most recent bracket as we get set to advance on our professional side of the tournament here. We're going to have a one-on-one, Zero versus Armada. They were on the winning doubles team that overcame Abadango and Plup earlier in our first round of action. Let's take a look at the player cards here and see who they might be selecting. You see Zero has Sheik and Ike still available. Armada, Pokemon Trainer, and Kirby and Pokemon Trainer. A few changes that will certainly benefit that style of play in this edition here, Vicky.
It's going to be quite interesting because this time around, Pokemon Trainer has no fatigue.
And you talk about that ability with no fatigue and interesting things you can do in the air here as far as combos and dodging, Vish, when you're using Pokemon Trainer.
I think it's actually really cool because Squirtle, you know, he has like lighter hits, so he can do light hits and then maybe switch in the jump animation, you can switch Pokemon in this version. So then you can switch the Ivysaur, do a finishing move that way. And I think the really interesting thing is you have 3 sets of recoveries with Pokemon Trainer because of you can do it while in the air. So I think that'll make you can use Ivysaur's tether recovery. You can use Charizard's multiple jumps. You could use Squirtle, and he goes Pokemon Trainer.
I choose you. Ike versus Pokemon Trainer. Smash Ball on. So Vicky, with that Smash Ball being on, how does that change the strategy in a 1v1?
Well, as you notice, the Smash Ball doesn't usually appear in the beginning of the match, and more so in the middle of the match. So I know that Zero is going to be keeping his eye out for that, and Armada is going to want to try to take it over Zero before he tries to sniper.
We talk about Armada has a very strong punish game, so he will look for holes in Zero, but Zero getting the nice grab into the side throw. Armada down below Zero at this point here, and Vish, it's one of these levels. We talked about Moray Towers, hard to establish that neutral game consistently.
For sure. But I think Ivysaur is a great choice in this kind of stage because the vines kind of go through the platforms as well, and even the up air, the bulb kind of hits out the platform. But the really cool part about Ivysaur is how fast he KOs his opponents. That up air will get you at like even 100%, so you got to really watch out for that.
Bullfighters finally on neutral ground. The punish by Armada right there after blocking the attack from Zero. Zero with the up air. That sends Armada sailing to the side. And how about the fair that we just saw from Zero there, Vicky?
Yeah, he's doing a really good job at keeping Armada off stage and unfortunately unable to make it back. You saw Armada rolling a lot, and we've established already defensive play in this game is not rewarded, Jordan. It's more so aggressive play.
Well put, aggressive play, and we see Armada go with the much faster Squirtle this time against Zero. Squirtle with the nice dash attack into the up air. That's going to send Zero sailing. Zero able to recover, though, nicely. And you look at Ike and those multitude of recovery options. That's going to really help out Zero as a heavier character, Vish.
For sure. I really like the way that these players are playing. They're using the whole stage. I kind of thought they would be either in the center and whatnot, but they are just going all across the board. There's so many ledges that they have to edge guard, so that makes it quite harder, and I feel like that gives kind of a bit of an advantage to Ike in the way he recovers because the way the side B goes through the stage and then the up B goes so high up, but a little bit of positional advantage for him.
Squirtle with the nice back air against Zero, unable to get onto neutral ground and make a punish there. Armada versus Zero. Armada down to 2 stocks. Zero still making the most of his 3rd stock, but Armada, and we see the weight of Zero and Ike really benefiting him right there, Vicky.
Yeah, these ceilings are absolutely humongous, but there's a Smash Ball, and Armada knocking Zero out of the map and trying his best to try to get the Smash Ball, but Zero is not having it. Although he lost his stock, he still manages to get the Smash Ball and manage to land the Aether.
Unbelievable turn of events right there as we see Zero getting the KO on Armada. Armada down to his final stock and Vish. We thought Armada had a chance to get the KO against Zero and grab the Smash Ball during spawn. Wasn't able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of the plight of Squirtle, unfortunately. Not like a huge amount of damage output in a quick amount of time unless you combo it, so Squirtle wasn't able to get the job done. And I just came through swinging, and he destroyed my man Squirtle. Why you gotta do Squirtle like that, man?
A couple of down tilts by Zero, unable to connect. Armada doing a great job of jumping from the lower level to the top level and connecting with a couple of those aerial attacks against Zero. That up air does a great job. Ivysaur and Armada trying to hang on with their final stock, and Vicky, once again, Zero doing a great job making the most of he can with his extra stock advantage.
Notice the pressure that Zero is applying on Armada as Armada's trying to find his footing back below the platform of Zero. He's trying to figure out a way to not get pressured as often.
Yeah, I mean, the sword just does such amounts of damage and covers so much of the stage. I mean, the vines do a little bit, but again, Squirtle is not working out very well, and the vines only hit at like diagonal kind of trajectories. So just Ike's sword is putting in so much work right now.
We see Zero and Ike trying to gain the upper ground on the ramps and try to get some of those down tilts. Forward air, not enough to send Ivysaur off the stage. Can he recover? No, the vine is too short. Needed a little bit more sunshine, water, and fertilizer to get that one to the edge of the stage. And we see Zero doing a great job of not only edge guarding, but getting the Smash Ball. It seemed like, Vicky, that really turned the entire tide of this match.
Although he had lost his stock in the moment where the Smash Ball appeared, he still managed to capture the Smash Ball. But around the end there, as you notice, that Ivysaur was unable to grab the ledge. Magnet Hands isn't as significant in this game, Jordan.
And we see with Ike a heavy character, but you also have a lot of range with that sword. What else do you see from Ike in this edition from the little bit of gameplay we've seen for one of those signature Fire Emblem characters here, Vish?
I feel just like a little bit faster, and I think even on that stage that we played on Moray, it just felt like he could traverse the platform so much better. His side B was an amazing recovery. The vertical recovery that he normally has was strengthened by that stage so much, so it just felt like none of the Pokemon could get a significant KO on him, but every single time he was just in there with the sword. So.
Yeah, we never saw Charizard in that match for Pokemon Trainer as well, too. Let's take a look at the bracket after that match. We obviously have Zero getting the victory over Armada. Zero will advance in the winners round to the finals of the winners round prior to the grand finals. Up next in our winners round, reminder, Smash Ball on, items off. MK Leo versus Mango, and you were talking about MK Leo a little bit earlier here, Vicky. Zero had that unbelievable year in 2015, won 56 straight tournaments, but many people say the youngster MK Leo could be the second coming.
Yeah, he revolutionized the way that Marth played in a sense where consistently was able to master his spacing, was able to change the way Dancing Blade even worked with tipper mix-ups. So seeing how he's going to be going into this game, you already saw him display Bayonetta. So he does have two other characters that he can use, Jordan.
And let's take a look at those character cards for both MK Leo and Mango as they get set. And we remind you, they drafted 3 players. You have to use all 3 players at least once before you use another character again. You can write them out. Oh, and you look at MK Leo, you've got either Snake or Sonic. For Mango, you've got the Inkling or Link as an option. And you look at a 1v1, and let's start with Mango here, Fish. You've got Inkling, you've got Link. It's a 1v1, so you can really focus and concentrate your strategy. Who do you think you might want to lean on here?
I mean, Inkling, I feel like might do a little bit better in one-on-one because some of the dynamics of Ink is that if you throw Ink on your opponent, they get more damage subsequent hits. If you have Ink on the ground when you use your roller, it causes the opponent to slide or walk slower while it's on it. So I feel like you could even tech chase a little bit with the side B, and then from there you can have the slower movement work really well in a one-on-one type situation. Link is also really good because his bombs detonate after you hit down B again. So there's like a lot of setups you could do a little bit better in one-on-one situations with both those characters. I have a feeling that he's gonna go Inkling. Yes, and Mango going Inkling, fulfilling the fans' desires and wants.
Wah, 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 wah. Sonic versus the Inkling, Mango as the Inkling, and already we see Sonic, a very fast, speedy character. You're gonna have to be really accurate against him, Vicky.
Yeah, Mango was telling me how he really likes the way that Inkling plays, and he would probably want to play Inkling when it comes to this game. Character has a lot to offer, especially coming from the Splatoon series. You want to keep your eye out for that final smash, so you're gonna see Mango try to go for the killer whale.
Yeah. And you see the ink cartridge next to the Inkling. You've got to remember you have to refill that. You can hold shield and B if you want to refill it. All of your ink-based attacks need to use that ink. And so not only are you managing the stage here, Fish, but it's ink management as well, too, if you're Inkling.
For sure. I mean, the ink on the ground might not do too much against a speedy guy like Sonic. And I just gotta say, I love that we're playing on Saffron City. That is amazing that it has come back into this game.
Yeah, Sabrina and her Psychic Pokemon getting a great show here with Mango and MK Leo as both Sonic and the Inkling. Don't forget, Smash Balls are on. Oh. And here it comes. Let's go ahead and dial that up here. Sonic trying to get it. Oh, but MK Leo sending the Inkling out of the stage, has a 3-2 stock advantage and a Smash Ball. So, Vicky, it's all about the timing when you use this. And here comes Super Sonic.
Yeah, you don't control it this time around, but MK Leo creating a gigantic wave, preventing Mango from landing, but unfortunately not dealing as much damage as we thought, Jordan.
Yeah. MK Leo, 3-2 advantage, 75-32. You look at the health, 75 for MK Leo, 37 for Mango, and a nice little up air by MK Leo as he continues to keep the Mango and the Inkling at bay here, Fish.
Yeah, and I think because of how tall this stage is, it's kind of working out for Sonic. You saw MK Leo go on the right side bottom, and not really fearful because he has the huge double jumps and he has the up B as well. But yeah, nice stock for Mango, taking it.
As you saw in that moment, actually, he used the up smash and it was able to KO as early as because when Inkling splats people and you have paint on yourself, the ink that sticks makes you take more damage in that instance.
You saw that up smash, pulling out the blaster, the Inkling able to make it 2-2. Now let's see if Mango can make a comeback. Beautiful fair there by MK Leo, trying to keep Mango at bay. The roll dodge into the back throw, sending Mango off the stage. Oh, and the edge guard by the fair. How about that right there, Fish?
Yeah, I mean, he read the jump beautifully and got that backer. He's putting in work right now. can't say anything negative about MK Leo.
MK Leo, 2-1 stock advantage over Mango. Mango already at 47% damage, and Vicky, it seems like MK Leo doing a terrific job of juggling Mango in this matchup.
He's not letting Mango hang out at all whatsoever on this stage. MK Leo, you can tell he's here to stay in this tournament, even if it means eliminating his own teammate, Vish.
Yeah, I mean, it really feels like even the neutral game is being led by MK Leo. Just the hitboxes he's throwing out, Mango's kind of going into them, or he's reading where he's going. And he's getting all these combos, the up airs, stringing the up airs. What can Mango do? Can he bring this back?
Mango at 120, MK Leo at 42. MK Leo looking for one more splat on Mango at this point. You see the jab combo, that's gonna cover Sonic with all sorts of ink. And if you're Mango, you gotta connect on a couple hits at this point. You know that Sonic's gonna take much more damage if you can connect, but no! The forward smash by the ink-covered Sonic will go ahead and allow him to take a victory shower after that as MK Leo advances. And Vicky, as we said, and as Vish pointed out, really MK Leo dominating the neutral game and dominating the aerial game as well too, against what we saw there in Mango and the Inkling.
Yeah, aside from trying out a different color, he was able to make sure that Mango had a really hard time landing onto the ground and consistently juggled him, Jordan.
Let's take a look at the updated bracket after that matchup and see what's happening here. And you see the couple of victories that we had in the winners round, which means what a matchup we'll have. Zero versus MK Leo here in the next winners matchup. 1v1, both of those fighters able to advance on. So we'll obviously move to the elimination bracket at this point as we get set for our next matchup there. And like we said, different set of rules in the elimination bracket. We now have a 4-player free-for-all. Smash ball on, items on between Abadango, Plup, Armada, and Mango. So Vish, you look at the rules, the 4-player free-for-all. Where do you begin with strategy in this one?
Well, I see that there's 3 Melee players in the elimination round. I see that the finals have got 2 Smash Brothers for Wii U. Come on, Melee players. I know you have it in you. But as we go into this, I feel like it's going to be interesting because there's more items on, as you're talking about, and I feel like that's going to introduce a lot of different kind of entropy into the match. So there's going to be a definite random factor, so I feel like faster characters are going to be a little bit better in this kind of setting. And characters like, I feel like Ganondorf was a good example, or Ike was a really good example, where they're like relatively fast, but they hit super hard in the air, so they can still get the smash ball when they need to. So characters like that are going to really work out well.
And let's look at the character card and see who we might be seeing in this 4-player free-for-all. Smash ball on, items on as well too. Abadango down to Mewtwo, Plup with Pit, Armada with Kirby, and Mango with Link. And so really, Vicky, a collection of some light characters, Link being your heaviest one out there.
Yeah, and I'm so happy that we're going to finally be able to see Breath of the Wild Link, Jordan. So it's going to be seeing how Link uses his bow and arrows. We saw that in the Direct earlier. He is able to pick up his own arrows and use double arrows whenever he uses his bow.
Yeah.
Let's get set for this 4-player free-for-all. As a reminder, only 1 player advances out of this matchup, so a lot on the line here as we continue along in the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018.
Actually, Mewtwo is also a very cool pick because of how much space his tail takes. If you do down tilt or forward tilt, it kind of just hits pretty decently hard. It can combo well, and it takes up a lot of space. So I think Mewtwo's also a really strong pick in this kind of setting.
And Vicky, you look at Mewtwo's tail and Link's sword, and a lot of times you hear some of these competitive players talk about disjointed hitboxes and hitboxes. How do those come into play with these characters? As we see Midna, the assist trophy, make an appearance.
They do a really good job at controlling spacing in general, and look at Abba taking advantage of the healing field right there. He was lingering around it, and it allowed him to heal within the battlefield. So you're going to want to keep your eye out for these items.
Oh, we see the up smash into the air right now, and already Palkia flipping the screen upside down. And this is interesting against human characters. The controls are reversed, and so you might see a lot of these players not move as much at this point here, Vish.
Yeah, they kind of just stood still. Everyone was just like, what is going on here? I don't understand where I am. So everyone just took a little breather.
Oh my goodness, but Plup with that down air spike already trying to be pretty dominant within this free-for-all.
Oh, and we got a smash ball. Kirby using all his jumps to get up there, but no, Mango gets it and misses.
Oh, with the ancient arrow.
That's the Mango.
They're great against Guardians, but you gotta connect if you want to make good use of them. You see Abadango, Armada, Mango, all with 3 stocks, but how about Plup here Vicky, 135, but all 4 stocks available.
He's doing a pretty good job at trying to edge guard Armada, makes it back into the stage. Armada trying to get away from Club, notices that he's in his line of sight.
Assist trophy on play. Oh, and we have a Nintendo. Oh, that's a good boy. That's a good boy.
Why is a Nintendo in Smash?
You's a good boy. Oh, yeah, you's a good boy. Plup at 135 still. All 4 stocks, but Plup gets sent sailing. Now all 4 fighters at 3 stock. Remember, only 1 advances. Armada trying to edge guard. Oh, Plup with a couple of beautiful aerials there, Vicky.
Double backer into those double stocks, and as you see right there, the color TV game 15. Everyone knows what game this is, obviously. Assist trophy. Plup is just doing a great job at just edge guarding nearly everyone on this match.
See Mango on the left-hand side of your screen as Link getting back up on the stage, trying to edge guard against Armada. Mewtwo connecting with the Shadow Ball as well, too. A couple of those 3-piece items still up for grabs. Nobody has one in their arsenal at this point. Plup trying to clear things out. Kirby doing a great job of clearing some real estate as well, too. Oh, and here comes Bomberman as an assist trophy.
Oh, no, Bomberman is an assist trophy.
Watch out. Oh! Link able to hang on, but the Shadow Ball connects with Link on the left-hand side of the screen, and Mango down to his final stock here, Fish.
Yeah, that's another great part about Mewtwo. I mean, he's got huge hitboxes, and he can charge up a projectile that also KOs really well. He's pretty good, and he's pretty good in teams in free-for-all, man.
Darkrai putting a few folks to sleep. Link going to go ahead and put on that jetpack. Nice up air by Plup. Plup sending Mewtwo off to the right-hand side of the screen. Mewtwo able to hang on and grab that ledge.
Yeah.
Plup still trying to clear people out, doing a great job. Has these 3 stocks. However, let's make that 2. And Armada's your leader with 3 stocks at 117.
And the Kyogre. What's going to happen here? Oh, okay. All right. But yeah, like you're saying, it felt like Amadon or Plup had the advantage for quite some time, and then Armada kind of just snuck into the lead. There was just some careful play. Now he's staying on the top platform like that so he doesn't get hit, and he gets the Smash Ball. Armada with some optimal play right now.
Kirby and Armada with the Smash Ball. 1, 2, 3, couple of combos. Has Link spinning right now, and that's going to send Mango out of the game at this point. Here's Electrode in the middle of the map, getting ready to explode. Players cautiously keep their space. Up, that's a dud. Hold on, keep an eye out for that, though.
Oh, you can...
Oh, but Mewtwo broke up.
Close!
Really fire, and Mewtwo's eliminated by Electrode, and now it's down to Plup and Armada. Both fighters relatively at the same percentage health. Armada as Kirby, Plup as Pit. Only 1 fighter can advance, and now it shifts to 1-on-1, Vicky, and where does your strategy change?
As you can see, Armada was playing extremely patient, sneaking his way up into the lead versus Plup. He was doing a great job at ledge guarding all his opponents, but it seems right here, Armada with the change of momentum, and once again, Kirby Air Ride is gonna make an appearance.
No!
Oh shit! And he misses! And he misses!
You can't hit what you can't see. Plup able to air dodge, and that's a critical point right there.
That is an amazing air dodge. It felt like Armada was just watching him go every time. He felt like he was just actually waiting for that defensive option, but Plup just delays it even more slightly. And Plup, happy to take center stage, kind of pushing Armada into the left side of the stage. He's doing a little bit of comboing. You see Armada, what he's trying to do is stay underneath Plup and get his up tilt combo started, leading into back air. And a decent amount of percent right now on Plup.
Plup doing a great job of blocking and punishing anytime Armada tries to come in with an attack. Both fighters unable to really connect, but here comes the side throw by Plup. Another item, that's going to be an air ball, sends Armada off the side of the screen, but you know Kirby has that terrific recover. Here comes the Warp Star. Kirby trying to hop in his ride and close this thing out. Oh. He's got the Warp Star available.
And Armada with the tech! The tech from Plup!
Already the tech coming out. Oh my goodness, and Armada completely changing the pace of the game, Vish.
Yeah, I mean, he wanted to go for the edge guard with the down air, and then he got the up B and Plup teched it. This is some high level Smash Ultimate, and he gets the cutscene. Still living. That DI. Oh my.
Is 2 going to be enough? And yes, that will do it. Plup moves on from our 4-player free-for-all elimination round. And how about that, the back and forth, but let's point out that highlight, that tech off the stage that we saw there, Vish.
Yeah, so he had, actually there was a Warp Star on the left side of the stage. Armada was just like, nah, I'm not even gonna go for it. He goes for the down air, and then he had to recover, so he goes for the up B, and then Plup is like, you know what, I'm just gonna tech that and make it.
A couple of highlights in this match, and Vicky, one of them came from the beautiful air dodge by Plup. You thought Kirby had things on set, ready ready to go to clear this out. Take us through what we see here.
As you can see, Armada was preparing himself to hit him and wait for the perfect opportunity to hit Plup. But in the perfect moment, look how Plup was able to avoid the shot. Immediately after that air dodge, he felt like he was unsafe, but was able to dodge right on time.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable display of being able to dodge, including the fact that we talk about the multiple dodges that you do here, Vish, the less effective they are.
Yeah, I mean, as if you do a spot dodge or roll, each time it has a little bit more lag on it, so it becomes sluggish. So the game itself is not trying to, it's promoting aggressive style of play. So if you're rolling and spot dodging quite a bit, it'll actually become slower and easier to punish. So Plup, even with that kind of disadvantage on the defensive option, still figures out how to do the spot or the air dodge into the roll to avoid that KO. That's crazy.
Completely changed the match. Let's take a look at the updated bracket as we continue to eliminate more and more fighters as we move along here into Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. Plup will move on. He will take on the loser of MK Leo and Zero coming up here next. But let's take a break from the high-stakes play with our professionals and bring on a few more special guests to tell us more about that. Give it up once again for TK Breezy.
I really like that entrance. Yeah, they give me the music and stuff. That's not even like my theme. You know, they could have gave me the Wii Fit Trainer theme. Would have been great. Anyway, Vicky, how's it been?
It's been insane. How are you guys doing with the new Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?
You can taste that energy. You can really just pull that energy out the air right there. So, with that being said, again, we have another free-for-all match for you guys. 6 minutes, all items, and Smash Balls on. But this time, we have some special guests. So I'm gonna bring out these special guests real quick. Our first special guest being Devin Graham. And coming up against Devin Graham will be Alana Pierce. Also joining these two competitors will be Andre Meadows. And to round out this crew of homies is the ultimate homie, Zelda Williams. Everyone knows it. They heard that. They know the name. They know who it is, man. So here we are. It's gonna be, as I said, another free-for-all, 6 minutes. Okay, all items, Smash Ball. So it's gonna get a little chaotic here on the stage. But Vicky, what are you expecting to see?
So, Zelda Williams, no stranger to all of us in the community. We saw her from the last Super Smash Bros. Invitational, I believe, representing Link. So, TK, I'm actually pretty excited to see who she'll be playing now, but we can't count our other fighters out either.
Man, I got a little inside information in the back, but I'm gonna go ahead and let the game speak for itself as we seem to be ready. Everyone's gearing up, ready to go. I gotta get right behind them. I gotta get the, the bird's eye view, basically. I'm taller than all of them, so I can just,
Not me, TK.
All right, let's get a better view. Let's get a better view. So here we are, Villager, Kirby, Pac-Man, and Sheik. Devin on Villager, Alana on the Kirby. Andre on the Pac-Man, and Zelda rocking the Sheik, which is still basically Zelda, so, hey, she's canon. She's canon.
She's canon, although not Link playing Sheik. Now you guys could see Sheik at her finest within the new Super Smash Bros. Game. And TK, how destructive is this match right now? Already summoning Kyogre.
I mean, that's a big pickup as a Pokemon. As you can see, he's just gonna be blasting you off the side. If you don't have a great recovery, that's exactly what happens to you. Neither Villager nor Kirby able to get back from that situation. And now we have a solid lead.
And look at Andre just chilling. He knows he's good right now, holding on to 52%, throwing the hydrant at them, and Alana pushing everyone away from her, just wants to avoid Devin at all time. Look at the tree, TK.
Hold up, we got Latios on the screen. That's also a great Pokemon pickup, as it's doing a lot of damage. Sometimes if you're high up on damage, it will end up knocking you off. Unfortunately, this time for Zelda, did not do such, and here we are, a new assist. He's gonna come back though. You think it's over, but it's never over. He's coming right back. And we might be gone this time.
No,
he might be gone.
Now he's back. No, he's definitely back, TK. It's for those of you who love the Pikmin series.
So right now, as you can see, the only person really in kill percentage right now was Devin with this villager, but however, that has been eradicated immediately. That KO gonna go ahead and rock him, but so is another KO right here onto Alana and Zelda. Sorry, I mean, Andre is sitting pretty. I mean, without even looking at the score, I feel like I haven't seen Andre really hit off the screen, so he's sitting pretty.
And Alana getting that big sword kill, doing a great job. And who's gonna get these Pokeballs?
Andre finally dropping a stock here. Alana, though, sitting at 58%. Honestly, I feel like in this build in itself, I've seen more Pokemon than I've seen in the actual games. I mean, everyone's out here Pokemon Master. It's crazy.
I was gonna hype up Super Pong right there. Andre summoning Super Pong. For those of you who do know what one of the newer games are.
All right. So here we are on the flat part of the stage. It is going to pick back up and start traveling yet again. That is what the stage is known for. We still got Andre holding it down, but here we go. Back on the stage. Oh, the villager chop almost probably getting a KO with that tree. I mean, it is still a very strong attack, and Andre's still sitting pretty close to 100. I mean, he's got to watch out for himself. He's got the highest percentage on the map right now. About to hit the halfway mark in this match. I don't want to know who's actually on the lead, man. I wish I had those scores up there. You know what I mean?
And it's getting a little hot in here as Devin was doing a really good job at avoiding his opponents and continuously racking damage, TK.
All right. And so now we got Alana just barely living right there. Gonna go ahead and hit the rock drop. I mean, a very signature Kirby move. Still does a lot of knockback here in this game, just as one would expect. Okay. The final counter from D from the top rope. This is gonna be a real problem. All right, we actually got a Star Wars battle right now. There's all kind of blade being fun here.
Definitely safe.
All right, now, honestly, I've been watching Alana the entire time. She's managed to keep this stock for quite a bit, and I feel like I've been watching whoever has the highest percentage the most, just to see how they're going to be able to live for as long as they can. I mean, we've been talking about the knockback changes here and how it looks like you're always about to drop off, but it's just a sped up knockback, but still about the same amount of knockback that you normally would see.
Not only that, though, but it also shows you an indicator as to who is in the lead. So you already know what it means when you see someone glowing, and it means get him, boys.
Get him, boys. There we are, Andre. Oh, okay, that goes off, but hold on. Okay, I had to make sure I was looking at it from a different angle. I thought that might have been the fake one. Is he gonna pop off? Does he know how to use it? He's gotta drop the weapon first. He's gotta hit the B button. Okay, there we go. Woo! I wasn't sure.
Building this man a house.
Got it. So did he stock off that? He did get a stock off that. I did see the KO. Good stuff to Devin actually dropping out that final smash. It's a little late on the draw, but it does not matter if you're late to the party as long as you still turn up. That's exactly what he did.
Yeah, Tom Nook with that eviction notice. Devin doing a pretty good job. Tries to regain his stage control, but oh my goodness, the destruction coming from here. Zelda trying to linger a little bit behind, not trying to get hit too often.
I actually got some inside information for all of the character picks so far. Honestly, earlier Alana was asking me about the link changes, but I think she was opting like she didn't really like the link changes or didn't want to get used to them, so she went with the bread and butter of Kirby. Zelda's saying, you know what, I want to play Zelda, but I'm going to play Sheik because it's a little faster. And oh, so Galio! Everybody's getting a piece.
Yeah, someone needs to call him Lunala.
A minute left here in the game, folks. And again, man, Zelda Williams losing another stock right here. Andre still probably sitting pretty right here. He's only got 2%. And the only highest percent here right now happens to be Alana. But either way, there's such low percentage. We've got to see what's going to happen here these next few seconds, as I feel like we can get at least 1 or 2 more KOs here in the last 45 seconds of this game.
TK, there's only 40 seconds on the clock, and so much destruction has been happening all around us. We've about seen only 1 smash ball happen on the stage, 2 smash balls at that.
Look, the smash balls may not be coming out a lot, but the Pokeballs are definitely showing up. We got our Meowth on stage, throwing the paydays. And a lot of actually trying to throw hands with the Meowth. I mean, if you got behind them, or maybe on top of them, possibly, but not the Pokemon game I've ever done.
Oh, and here comes Snorlax! Get out of the way, because you are going down with him.
This is going to be a real problem here, folks. I mean, this is down to the wire. Zelda only 6 seconds on the clock. Zelda and Devin susceptible to getting a stock taken. She barely lives in. Here we are. Let's see who is the winner.
Ever connecting at the very last second, TK.
And it happens to be Andre. Look, I said the boy was sitting pretty. I saw the beginning of that game, and I was like, this dude right here, okay? This dude, Andre, had the best open I've ever seen in a free-for-all, and he just managed to run with that for the rest of the time. So, congratulations to our people. Let's get another round of applause for our special guest who decided to play with us. But as I said, man, that was a lot of fun. We're gonna get back into the glory part of this. We gotta see who's gonna make it to that winner's side finals. And we're gonna get that going for you right now. The Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. Throwing it back to our casters.
Thank you very much. Big round of applause for TK Breezy once again. Nicely done, my friend. We've had a chance to see a couple of exhibition matches, and, you know, Vish, you look at all the action that happens, and those items can certainly come into play when it's a 4-player free-for-all.
I'm seeing a trend of Pac-Man in these. Well, what's going on there? But yeah, I really do feel like items add so much just kind of variation to the game, and I feel like even at the levels of the special guests, I feel like the items just add even more kind of randomness, you know? Just whoever gets it gets so much more of a power-up. They're not going to be able to dodge nearly as well, you know?
Let's get set for a matchup in our winner's side, trying to find a finalist out of that to get to grand finals. Let's look at the bracket now as we get set for what appears to be a titanic matchup between Zero and MK Leo. 1v1, Smash Ball is still on, items are off. The winner of this will move on to our grand finals. The character selection as well, too. We know that both of these fighters have used 2 of their 3 characters, so by process of elimination, it's gonna be Sheik for Zero, Snake for MK Leo, and let's just put some more historical reference on this here, Vicky, a matchup of these 2 types of caliber of players.
This is no strange match, Jordan. We are very used to seeing these type of players. Unfortunately, when Zero retired, we had not seen him play MK Leo for quite some time. So watching the comeback on this stage for the Super Smash Bros. Invitational is insane.
Both these fighters getting set for a big-time matchup, a spot in the grand finals as well, too. And Vish, you just look at the ability that these players have. This is a game that they haven't really had a chance to play for that long, but some of those same principles get ready to help them move along. Let's get set for action here, though. 1v1, MK Leo versus Zero.
Oh, man. I'm actually, it's crazy that Zero actually saved the Sheik for at this juncture of the tournament, because I feel like that's probably the strongest character in his arsenal just from the little that I got to watch him play. Because the forwarders still kind of link in a very similar way to Smash for Wii U, and you get the bouncing fish in a very similar way as well. But air dodges are not nearly as strong, so bouncing fish actually becomes like such a strong tool. Maybe you can tell us a little bit more about that, Vicky.
Yeah, aside from that, I feel like bouncing fish actually comes out a lot quicker, and the grenades, Sheik's grenades no longer sends her into free fall, so she is now able to recover without accidentally SD.
Oh, man.
MK Leo at 49, Zero at 49. Both these fighters still at neck and neck, even at this point, 3 stocks each. Now we look at the advantage as Zero doing a terrific job with the juggle off the stage here, Vicky.
Yeah, Snake now still has bomb recovery. He could also throw grenades in 3 different distances depending on how close to yourself that you hold the analog stick. And it's insane. Zero, though, showing that Snake is nothing with that up smash, catching his landing again, Jordan.
Zero with the pair of up smashes gives him the early 3-2 stock advantage, and Vish already we're seeing the speed of Zero versus MK Leo and Snake.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's doing a really good job just kind of being underneath where MK Leo is, and he gets those tilts into those forward air combos. That's just so much damage, so much consistent damage from Zero. Feels like MK Leo can't get quite the same damage output that he is, but he has the Smash Ball all to himself, and he gets it along with the stock. Oh, man.
Oh, that
Smash Ball is jostled loose, and it careens to a pin, but here comes another one. Can Zero snag it? Oh, it's going to be MK Leo that grabs it. Excuse me, Zero with this. MK Leo gets the Smash Ball, trying to get Zero in his sights. Looking for the shot. Is it going to be enough to get Zero? Zero doing a fine job there, Vicky, hopping off stage.
Yeah, Zero doing a great job at avoiding that final smash. Quite unfortunate, but it was meant to be. Leo's gravity does sometimes stink, Jordan.
Couple of up tilts by Zero right here into the juggle in the mid-air. Beautiful job on the forward air, and we see Zero continuing to apply that pressure here, Vish.
Yeah, and another strong part of Sheik's play in this particular iteration is that the back air is really, really strong, so any kind of off-stage edge guard that he gets like that might actually KO. And we get the forward smash, still not quite great DI from MK Leo.
MK Leo trying to recover at this point. That up B gets him on the edge, but then the 1-2 grab to the side throw. Nicely done by Zero right there, Vicky.
Yeah, and as you can see, Snake's up tilt is still as strong as those who have played Super Smash Bros. Brawl have witnessed. It also kills. Vish, I know you've seen this a few times yourself.
Oh yeah, definitely. And even you saw MK Leo coming back with the up B. It does have like a bit of super armor, so even though Zero hit it, it did not actually knock him out of it. And now he's recovering so high. And that's a great mix-up. He dropped the bomb at the same time, so it was actually kind of scary for Zero to go there and edge guard him. And what a play from MK Leo to do the bomb like that, and just now it's just 1-to-1, guys.
A couple of stocks are swapped at that point. Both these fighters looking for a spot in the grand finals, down to their final stock. Zero versus MK Leo. You see the C4 in the middle of the map at this point right now. You gotta watch out for that, Vicky.
Yeah, as you see right here, Zero actually playing a lot more patient, as now he's deciding to be a little bit more aggressive by the ledge. Wants to, oh my goodness, Leo though with these setups, not letting Zero land, taking advantage of the fact that he's deciding to contest him in the air.
Zero trying to zone out MK Leo at this point, trying to put a little bit more distance between him and MK Leo, but you just see the consistent pressure by the projectiles, but MK Leo, Zero, with the air juggle against MK Leo. Vish, he is relentless.
Oh my God, he brought this all the way back, man. That's so much percent out there, and I like the way that MK Leo is playing. He's just kind of staying back and putting mines, putting grenades, but Zero just kind of dashed in, because that's a really good play against this kind of defensive style. And he's got needles of his own. He's got some projectiles.
See a couple of grenades come out, trying to keep Zero at bay at this point. Zero at 90%, MK Leo at 48. Zero sent to the top of the screen, still able to hold on there though, Vicky.
And I like how Leo is hanging around the right side of the platform, watching it go up and down, and acknowledging where he could throw his grenades to continuously pressure Zero.
Yeah, and Zero also kind of making a good advantage of that same particular location by kind of just jumping and forward airing as soon as he sees MK Leo going, and a bomb. Oh, he goes for the bouncing fish way off the top. This is crazy. Oh, man.
Upbeat by MK Leo to get back on stage. The grab into the back throw. Is it enough? No. Zero still able to stay alive on the upper platform. MK Leo trying to put some pressure on Zero, find his way into the grand finals. Can Zero cause a comeback here, though? MK Leo, Zero, both trying to figure each other out, but here comes a juggle from Zero here, Vish.
Oh my God!
And the bouncing fish by Vish side blast zone. Look at this pop off.
He's popping off, man. How did he make that comeback? He was down like 50, 60% the entire time, and he goes for a bouncing fish right at the end.
That was so smart of him, because he recognized that Leo had been using his rolls quite often around the end, and as we discussed the mechanic, defensive play is not as rewarded as aggressive play.
Right.
And you obviously see just how tightly contested that matchup of MK Leo and Zero was, but you looked at the pressure that Zero was able to apply with Sheik throughout the entire match, and MK Leo using a lot of those bombs and projectiles from Snake to keep him at bay. Wasn't enough, though, to overcome. Take us through this instant replay here, Vish.
Yeah, so he's recovering high. He uses the bomb there as he's dropping it, so it's kind of a big mix-up, so it doesn't seem like he's going to hit him, but he actually ends up igniting the bomb right at the end. It takes out both of them on that right side stage there and makes it even when he was down a little bit. That's crazy.
High stakes right there. Let's take a look at the updated bracket here in just a moment. But however, this is when it was 1-1 here, Vicky, and just the bouncing fish was the final KO that decided this one.
Yeah, he recognized that Leo only option was to make it back towards the stage, and he was able to capitalize off of it, Jordan.
Zero gets the victory. He will move on to grand finals. MK Leo, he's not done yet, though. He'll take on Plup in the finals of the elimination bracket. So we view that bracket, and we see how MK Leo now moves on down to that. Smash ball on, items on, though, for this one here, Vish. So this will certainly change the strategy up as both these fighters look to find a spot in the grand finals.
For sure, for sure. And just with how close that was, it feels like MK Leo is definitely hungry for that comeback to make it all the way back there. But Plup is no short on being a great competitor on his own. And I'm curious to see what the last character they have in that slot is, because that's going to really determine how this 1v1 is going to go.
Let's take a look at the character cards for both of these fighters as they get set. And as we said earlier, each fighter had to choose 3 characters, and now the book is completely open. Now that you've gone through all 3, you can choose whomever you would like to. Right. You see Ridley, Pit, and Villager available for Plup, MK Leo, Bayonetta, Snake, and Sonic. So a plethora of choices here, Vicky.
Yeah, I could definitely see Leo most likely opt for Sonic. He did do a really good job playing Sonic, so I could see him maybe contest with that, or possibly Bayonetta, although the Snake showcase was pretty exciting. Coming from Pluff, we saw his amazing pit play, consistently ledge guarding his opponent, so maybe we're gonna see the pit come back.
And Vish, if you're Pluff, do you maybe go with Ridley, a character that we haven't seen much of at all, because you know how well these players scout each other and know these characters in and out as far as attacking and defending against them. Do you throw a curveball there with Ridley potentially?
Yeah, I mean, because Ridley was just so recently announced, I mean, and they didn't get to play it very much, and the character design as a whole is just so new. Something like that could work out really well. I'm curious to see whether MKLeo would go Bayonetta, because you can't really ladder the same way you do, ladder combo the same way you do as in Smash for Wii U. So it's not quite as potent as it was, but it still kind of operates in a very similar way, just the combo style and the play style of Bayonetta. But we have Bayonetta versus Ridley. Pluff is laying it all down on the line. And MKLeo going Bayonetta. This is going to be a good one, guys.
Two of the most recent additions to the Super Smash Bros. Universe, and early on, Vicky, your thoughts on the character selection and what we got going here in this 1v1?
Well, I'm just so happy that we're going to finally see more showcase moves from Ridley. As those of you who were tuning into the Nintendo Direct, Ridley's down B has no knockback, but it doesn't matter because look at this jab! Look at this jab, Vish!
45%. He just had him in the corner there. Bayonetta couldn't do anything. How's it feel, Bayonetta?
Smash ball on the stage. Bayonetta's going to go ahead and grab that. That'll make a huge difference. And look at what we got going on here, Vish.
Oh my God! This is such a beautiful final smash. A bigger Ridley just destroyed Ridley? Is that what I just saw?
Oh my goodness.
MKLeo with the early 4-3 stock advantage, and then we see Bomber on the stage here. Vicky, you can pick that up. Oh! And all of a sudden, it's 4-2 MKLeo with a sizable advantage, Vicky.
Yeah, and although MKLeo does have the advantage, Ridley does have the damage output necessary to make this comeback.
Oh yeah, for sure. We saw that the down B does what, 51%? That's nuts. And what?
Wait,
green
said that.
Wait, right.
As we said that. What game is this?
Oh my God.
What game is this?
It's green's being such a low stage to the top that Bayonetta just does Bayonetta things, and we just gotta deal with it.
MKLeo taking Pluff to cruising altitude and a couple of KOs. MKLeo trying to hang on, really trying to get the punish off the edge of the edge. Bayonetta unable to recover. Can Pluff get back on stage?
Yes.
He certainly does, and it's now 3-1. But you see Pluff at 106 trying to edge guard against Bayonetta. It's going to be another combo and juggle off the top of the screen, and that is game.
Okay.
MKLeo as Bayonetta taking Pluff and Ridley for a ride at the top of the screen for several KOs right there.
So disregard what I said earlier. Bayonetta still got it. Bayonetta's back on the block, looking as great as ever.
Well, we talked about it before. When you get your hands on a new character like Ridley, you don't get a lot of hours to put that practice in and understand every single nuance. And then obviously Bayonetta, every player is going to be different in each new game of the Super Smash Bros. Series. And we saw MKLeo, just an absolute technician right there, Vicky.
Yeah, I mean, he told me himself, he was like, I'm going to play Bayonetta, and I'm going to show everyone what I could do with her in the new Smash Brothers Ultimate, Jordan.
Oh my God.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket as we get set for our grand finals here shortly. MKLeo advancing out of the elimination bracket, had a very short stay there. Didn't need to pack too big of a bag for that, which means our grand finals are set. MKLeo versus Zero. It will be a best of 3 between these two, and you have the option for a bracket reset if MKLeo is victorious. But before we get to that, let's go ahead and bring out our man, TK Breezy, to tell us what's coming up next.
I'm over here like I'm really doing something, you know what I mean? I'm just talking. Vish, that last match was disgusting.
Yeah, Bayonetta's pretty good.
Vish, you don't understand, okay? We thought we were getting away.
We thought. You thought wrong, TK.
We thought wrong. But what we're not getting away from is some more high-flying matches, obviously, man, and I got some great guests for you, so we're gonna go ahead and introduce some real quick. And up first, that is the WWE superstar, Ember Moon.
Okay.
WWE. And playing with her will be American professional football player Mike Daniels.
Oh my God.
Also playing with them will be actress Olivia Holt. There's some real star power on this stage. Real star power. But for the Smash boys and girls out there, the leader of the Naifu Nation, Nairo!
Nairo makes it. Somehow Nairo makes it.
Look, he's a celebrity in his own right, okay?
He's definitely a celebrity.
You see the sub count? It's crazy.
Yeah. The Naifu Nation is so happy in chat right now. This seems a little bit.
All right, now I know you're probably like, man, this seems a little bit one-sided. Well,
it's a new game.
We kind of even it out, okay? We even it out.
It's a new game.
Check it out. It's a 3v1.
Is it really a 3v1? Is it 3v1?
Look at the screen. Look at the screen.
Is it 3v1?
What is that?
Let's go.
It's a 3v1.
3v1. Get him. 3 versus 1. Can Nairo do it?
This is it's a 3v1. All the rest of the rules are still the same. So Nairo, you know, it's 6 minutes. Items. It's no team attack.
No team attack?
3v1. No team attack. 6 minutes. Items and smash balls.
Poor Nairo.
Can he do it? Okay. Can he really overcome?
This is your chance, Nairo. This is your chance at the Invitational. You better shine, my man.
Honestly, man, look. When I was backstage, I was talking to him, okay? I was talking to all the stars, you know. I was telling him, I was letting him know. I said, look. Oh, dang. Okay.
I wonder who the crowd favorite is, TK. What do you think? Hey, he's going snake. He's going snake.
I said it. I was like, look here. Nairo, regardless of what happens on this stage, all right, the crowd was going to be on his side, but I told them as well, if they beat Nairo in this format, you don't have to give the specifics. Just tell people you beat Nairo. That's it.
Yeah.
Don't give the specifics.
Yeah. You beat Nairo in the first game of Smash Ultimate. That is quite the reputation to have.
That is very true. I mean, honestly, if he was in the tournament himself, he could have been in the finals as well. But now we're gonna see if he's gonna be able to clutch it out. Again, no team attack, okay? So they can just throw moves at him the entire time. He's not to deal with it.
Oh my God.
He's all right. Okay.
Okay. We got something.
Yo, this crowd is so nice.
This crowd loving Nairo right now.
But either way, I mean, Nairo's not even on the DK. They're actually cheering for Olivia. And the first time, she's popping off. Ember Moon is in it.
Not just in WWE, she's got it in Smash too.
She's got to go off, man. It's in the character. By now, think about this. Check this out. Mike is actually holding it down with the grenades too. I want to see. He's not holding anything down except for that stock loss. So either way, Nairo's back on the board. Now, even though it is a 3v1, Nairo does kind of slightly have an advantage because if everyone, like, look, you got to think about it like this. If everyone on the team, on either team, gets KO'd, Nairo gets 3 points, they get 1.
But every time they KO him, he gets 1. They only get 1 total.
Right.
Oh my God. No! Nairo, what is he doing? Nairo's popping off. Oh my.
You didn't have to do it to him. The box combo.
The Nairo. At least smiling. You see him smiling?
Look at him. He's so smug.
He's so happy. Oh my God. The Naifu Nation is strong right now, TK.
I need to see it again. I need to see another. That's a Nairo combo now.
Instant replay. And is he going to get the smash ball?
That's a real one, too.
Is he going to get the smash ball?
Oh, he's keeping everybody at bay. The back airs are flying. They're trying to get... hold on. He knocked off. It's coming back, though. It's on the other side. Nairo still not getting the smash ball. Get it. Mike.
Someone get the ball. Red team, get the ball. Donkey Kong, Kirby. Somebody help him. My man TK he's done. He's done.
There's 3 of you. All right. You know what? We're gonna keep moving. You know, that Smash Ball was never meant to be. That's all. That could have been the game-winning Smash Ball right there.
But no.
I mean, we got another 3 minutes. But however, that could have got it back in the lead at the very least.
Oh, and Mike with the forward smash. Not going down without a fight.
We're not going down with a fight, man. Mike, he's been trying to stay on top of Nairo the entire time. Somebody. Oh, everybody get a piece.
Oh my God! Do you see the way he grounded him with the side B and they just went to town?
That was actually an OD team combo right there.
Yes.
All over the place. They say, hey, look at me, man. I'm gonna put him in the ground. You gonna do some extra damage. I got the crash at the back.
Nairo gets the scissor though. The throwback Pokemon. Let's go.
So Nairo, as I said, you know, even though Nairo is susceptible to taking more damage than them, you know, over time because of them all being on a team, he had all of them pretty much in KO percentage.
Yeah, and he could just go up 3 right now.
Yeah.
In like a span of 2 minutes. Okay, he gets.
Look at that. Oh, that's 2 points right. I think he just curved it. Oh!
Oh! Okay. Missing the punch.
Olivia Ho, she was going big. She was going big for it.
Yeah.
Oh
my God! He's igniting on him.
Nairo, you can't do this to these people.
Oh my God! Oh my God! It's over, dude. Nairo's killing it.
It's over, dude.
Nairo's killing it.
Listen, we got 2 minutes left, and Nairo's already done 2 amazing combos on these. I mean, the entire team gets in the combo too. That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, they're doing the Donkey Kong side B again. I think that's a great combo starter that they need to get more of. Got the fire flower. Oh, all right, that's good.
Okay, hold on. This could be big.
This could be big. And he gets the aim. Button.
We got it.
Yes. Crucial. That was a necessary stock to take.
I mean, honestly, Ember has kind of been putting the team on the back, man. I could have saw one-on-one.
Yeah, man.
I'm just saying, I could have saw one-on-one.
Oh, yeah.
So right now, though, what I have noticed, okay, so this assist trophy, it just zooms in the screen, but as the screen is zooming in, so do the blast zones. So as the blast zones are getting closer, anyone getting hit now is more susceptible to lose that stock. Just as we see DK in the background taking an up tilt at like 6, and he's gone.
Man, that's crazy because on 3-on-1s, like you're talking about, Nairo could just get really quick KOs with the Squid Sisters. Oh my God! All right, Olivia taking one off Nairo. And the black hole.
Oh, the fake one!
He's igniting everything.
He's got the full item combo.
He put the black hole with the hammer. How does he do it?
He can't get through that. Okay, we got another one.
It's OP.
We're dropping it.
Volt tackle. Oh, Volt tackle misses its mark though.
All right, well, to be real, if she didn't know about the changes, honestly, I forgot to. I'm not gonna lie.
It's cool.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot to.
We'll give that to her.
So good stuff. I mean, regardless to the red team, they've managed to get some great stock off of Nairo, but Nairo has also been getting some crazy, like, 3v1 KOs. So.
And Nairo's just kind of using his recovery a little bit more, just staying off the stage. Oh man, okay, and then he finally losing the stock. And they're synchronized. You see that, the way they were waiting right before he came down? Yeah. They figured it out.
Yeah, man. Here we go. I kind of want to see Nairo still go in here. See if he can get one last combo in these last 17 to 16 seconds here left and on the clock. I mean, he's actually got the most percentage, so they might be able to get a stock here. Oh, they get a stock.
That might be something.
He's fast falling. Maybe think he's gonna get the barrel, but he did not.
All right. That'll do it.
That's gonna do it. Let's see who ends up getting the win here. It's Nairo. It's Nairo. Can I see those points? I need to see those points. All right. All right, guys, and that was a beautiful exhibition match. Again, give it up to our competitors here. But obviously, the action does not stop, man. We got to get into the grand finals here of our Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018. I'm going to throw it back to the casters. Want to get this thing going.
Give it up one more time for TK Breezy. Excellent job bringing them out there. As you said, we're getting set for the grand finals. MK Leo versus Zero. And just sort of put this into perspective as far as these players, their history, how great they are, Vicky. We talked a little bit about this. It's sort of the present and the future as far as domination in the Super Smash Brothers community.
I just want to say that after this Invitational, if Zero gets his 2-step, if Zero proceeds with the second win of an Invitational, then he better come out of retirement because we are finally seeing our grand finals match, Zero versus MK Leo.
Yeah, and he's pulling out the scarf again. Let's go, Scarf Army in full effect. But as we saw in the previous match, that all 3 characters are unlocked again, so they can start from fresh. Smash Ball is off, items are off. It's going to be a nice little one-on-one, a clean little one-on-one.
Stage hazards will be off as well, too, so you do get a pretty good replica of some high-level competitive play between these two. There is the opportunity for a bracket reset. If MK Leo can take the first best of 3, we will reset the bracket. It is double elimination, but if you're Zero, you're 2 wins away from becoming the champion. So take me through maybe some of this character strategy. We saw what MK Leo, Vicky, was able to do with Bayonetta. Did we see if Zero counters with Sheik, or what type of decision do you think we might see from these players?
I'm kind of expecting the Sheik. Funny that you mentioned it, Jordan. Bayonetta. Is she gonna be the best character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Vish?
I mean, that last set was kind of crazy, dude. The ladder combo's still in full effect. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Zero does, because I think MK Leo is pretty comfortable with his Bayonetta pick, just based on how things are going. I feel like Zero is going to go Sheik, because it felt like he got a few of his own combo initiations and combo setups going in terms of his forward airs, in terms of his bouncing fishes off stage. So I think that's the matchup we're going to see, but I mean, we could just see a curveball with something else. What do you think?
Let's get set for these grand finals of the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. MK Leo taking on Zero. Final destination. Smash Ball off, items off, and we get set as these 2 titans get ready to square off against each other. The characters will be, it's a B of Mario for Zero taking on Bayonetta for MK Leo. So no surprises with MK Leo, but Zero going with Mario.
Yeah, Mario also had a lot of decent up tilt setups that he had before, and even the up air string really well. So I think this should work out too. He's got the combo setups with Mario as well. Curious to see how this one goes.
Grand finals, best of 3, one-on-one, Smash Ball off, items off as well too. MK Leo with the grab, beautiful up tilt as well too. Mario with the back air and the up tilt, nice little juggle right there, Vicky.
Yeah, Bats within not being as safe as you may think from the previous game, but MK Leo applying a good amount of pressure. Zero playing everyone's favorite plumber, trying to play as safe as possible, does not want to get caught in that witch twist, Jordan.
Grab into the down throw from Zero, unable to turn that into a combo right there, and then you continue to look at the constant pressure that MK Leo is applying on Zero here, Vish.
Yeah, it feels like grab combos are not quite as potent. It's more just for like positioning. We saw him try to go for the up air. We saw Bayonetta try to go with her throw as well, and not really connecting too much. So I think aerials, that was amazing spacing to be right outside that hitbox. Zero's crazy.
Double forward smash?
Yeah. Yeah.
Zero doing a great job of blocking that down air from MK Leo Bayonetta. MK Leo at 95, Zero at 92. These fighters have been so equally matched throughout this tournament. Now comes the edge guard phase by MK Leo. Zero able to get back on the stage. MK Leo sending Zero off. Zero looking for the recovery, able to get back on, Vicky.
Yeah, I like the use of the cape right there. It's able to stall his recovery, but unfortunately not going to be enough as Leo continuously goes down there and edge guards him with the back air.
Yeah, so the ledge has similar mechanics to Smash for U, where you get the ledge trump, but you don't get the back air afterwards that you do in Smash for Wii U. So going out there before you even get the ledge is a great way to get the edge guard. You saw him just get the hit before you could even contest the edge.
Mario into the down tilt. Gets the up smash against MK Leo, and it's now 2 stocks to 2.
Oh, the dash dance? Zero? It's moving fast. Okay, the combo, and DI'd out of it. Okay, all right.
All right, but no more up tilt combos here. But as I say that with the up air and then trying to go for that fair, Flood is still ready for him. MK Leo, though, makes it back onto the stage.
Yeah, it looked like he was getting something started, especially with that forwarder at the end and then using the flood and trying to cape right after. This is some high level already. I'm really liking what I'm seeing in this one-on-one.
Zero able to avoid the KO from the juggle that we saw at the top. MK Leo so well known for that. It's 92 for MK Leo, 85 for Zero. Down to 2 stocks here in our first of 3 in the grand finals, Vicky.
Like to note that SDI is not as prominent within Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, although DI does become important at later percents, and unfortunately, with that air dodge, it's going to have too much lag to be able to recover back onto the stage.
A mishap by Zero. It's going to cost him a stock. It's now 2 stocks to 1. And if you're MK Leo here, Vish, you want to make the most of this 1 stock advantage. But there goes that advantage.
Yeah,
down to our final stock here in the first matchup of Grand Finals. Bayonetta with the up tilt. MK Leo at 0. 0 at 45% when it comes to health. Oh, we see the perfect shield right there.
Yeah, and perfect shielding in this game actually happens when the shield goes down. So you have to be shielding and then you let go at the proper timing, and it does the perfect shield as opposed to previously where it would be where the shield came up.
Bayonetta getting Zero into that combo. Zero able to get out of there. MK Leo applying the pressure, the grab, side throw, trying to punish on the edge right there. Up B by Zero to get back on stage, Vicky.
Very smart of Zero to keep his jump in that instant. Unfortunately, he's going to be getting out of it.
First game will go to MK Leo and Bayonetta. It's best of 3 in this grand finals. If MK Leo can steal 2 out of these 3, we reset the bracket. What did you like from what he was doing with Bayonetta in that matchup?
I like the way he was edge guarding. As soon as Zero was way far off, he was trying to shoot. And I think before Zero could even do the up Bs to get the ledge, he would go out there and do the edge guards. At the end, though, Zero tried to mix him up by doing the up B earlier and get on stage, and we see the magnet hands are not nearly as strong as they were before. So I'm liking the little mix-ups that we're seeing from both of these players.
And Vicky, you pointed it out. We saw a little bit of a mishap from Zero. He went with that air dodge with Mario, and the lag is so long after that. We saw the self-inflicted KO, and that was a critical stock in this match.
It's quite unfortunate. Directional air dodge actually has a lot of ending lag, so you don't want to do it too high above the ground. You kind of want to do it closer to the ground so that way you can take advantage, but also at the same time, Jordan, we can't be dodging too much in this game or else it starts slowing down.
It certainly does. Both these fighters have the chance to change their characters as they get set, so let's get you set for Game 2 in this Grand Finals. We're looking for a potential bracket reset. If MK Leo can get the victory over Zero, Zero is just 2 games away from becoming our Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018 champion. And we have Sheik versus Sonic, a couple of very speedy characters here, Vish.
For sure, and like we were mentioning before, just the tilt combos, the forward airs, the bouncing fish, it feels like Zero's definitely in his comfort zone here going up against the Sonic.
Sonic doing a great job early on with the grab into the down throw, getting the juggle early on, both fighters spacing each other out, but MK Leo at only 8%, Zero already with 62% damage. And Vicky, we see those throws by MK Leo and Sonic leading to some nice 2- and 3-hit combos.
Yeah, MK Leo is doing a really good job at taking advantage of catching landings with Sonic, a character who is known to have some of the fastest speed in the game.
Yeah, and we see a lot of moves hitting into back air or even out of throws, as we were talking about, doing the up air, and then he does the up B really cleverly to get out of Zero's range and then using the aerial drift to get back to center stage. I really like this play, and he's using the up B there again to try to edge guard him as the bumper falls down. It does have a hitbox, and an up smash coming out from MK Leo, taking the first stock.
MK Leo's up smash gives him the 3-2 stock advantage. MK Leo at just 55% as well, so he's going to try and certainly make the most of this. The crowd chanting MK Leo, the support for the youngster here as he tries to upset Zero. Another grab, Vicky, into a juggle, and we see MK Leo dominating the aerial game here early on.
Yeah, Zero finally finding his footing onto the ground, and how exciting would it be, Jordan, to see a bracket reset and more characters on the screen. Now we see Leo taking advantage of Sonic's speed.
Yeah, and he's doing a really good job while Zero is above him, just kind of homing in and figuring out where exactly he's going to go and then connecting it to up airs and back airs as he's been doing. So he's just following him while he's in the air, and he gets the charge forward smash. He just caught Zero jumping right into it.
Brilliantly played by MK Leo and Sonic, and he has a commanding 3-1 stock lead at this point. Zero trying to come back and take a game from MK Leo. If not, we're going to have a bracket reset and a quick one like that. Oh, but she getting an up smash, and it's now 2 stocks to 1 here, Vicky.
That follow-up into the up smash was just beautiful coming from Zero, and MK Leo is not faltering. Notice how Zero now has 1 stock. He does have quite a hill to climb here.
Yeah, MK Leo, Zero. As we said, MK Leo can advance with a victory here and advance it to a bracket reset. Sheik trying to get that fair to connect. No luck right there. MK Leo coming back down to the field. Block trying to punish right there, but Zero able to recover with Sheik. Both fighters still staying in the middle of this map here, Vish.
I gotta say, MK Leo is doing such a great job getting out of these combos using the up B. It's like really fast and gets you so far up there that Zero can't really get anything started, and then he just aerial drifts to like the center of the stage. It's really great play for MK Leo, and he gets almost gets the upper. This guy's going nuts.
Beautiful mix-up by MK Leo to keep Zero at bay. 100 for Zero, 92.5 for MK Leo. MK Leo with the 2-to-1 stock advantage. Trying to get the KO at the top with the up air. No luck right there. The grab into the side throw from Zero. MK Leo with that forward air. Now he has to edge guard. Zero getting back up on the stage. MK Leo trying to close this one out here, Vic.
He's playing extremely patient right here, but unfortunately falls susceptible to Zero's up smash once again, Vish.
Yeah, I mean, like we're talking about, if he does that aerial drift that many times, eventually Zero's gonna get a read on him. And he read that up smash, but gets the back air with the cutscene finish. Beautiful.
We have a bracket reset. MK Leo taking 2 games from Zero in our grand final. So let's go ahead and reset this thing, and now it becomes a true best 2 out of 3 between both these very talented fighters. And what we saw there, Vicky, with Sonic was the ability to really dominate the aerial game, but as Vish pointed out, getting out of those combos that Zero was trying to throw at him.
Yeah, using the spring as well as an option to just make sure he's not going to be falling to Zero's combos. He kept his ground really well throughout the entire match and continuously racked up a lot of damage on Zero as Zero was trying to find his footing back to the stage.
But I will say that it felt like Zero was kind of adapting towards the end because he kind of understood, okay, he's going to try to get out of my combos as soon as he can with the up B. So as the set goes on, I'm wondering if Zero will punish those kind of up Bs and then trying to wait for the aerial drift a little bit harder even. So it's going to be interesting to see how this progresses.
Well, let's get ready for our grand finals. It'll be best 2 out of 3. We had the bracket reset. MK Leo taking on Zero. Let's see the character selection. Oh, Sonic versus Mario. Take me back to all my arguments in the 1990s right here, Vicky.
Oh my goodness, the ultimate battle, and what a great fitting battle at that here within our final grand finals match. And here we are, Sonic versus Mario, ladies and gentlemen, with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on the screen. Where are we leaving right now, Vish?
This is crazy, man. You could not have picked these 2 more iconic characters for such a finals. It feels like Zero is, MK Leo is really controlling the center well, and he goes back to center, and because he has such speed with Sonic, he can just dash all the way back and punish Zero's movement. So he's already got a little bit of a lead.
Side grab into the throw by Zero, able to clear space out of MK Leo. Zero trying to move around MK Leo with that speed, gets that dash attack to connect. Oh, but there's the air dodge we talked about. Vicky able to recover in time.
Right.
Yeah, and unfortunately he had to resort to recovering early there, and he got hit by forward smash, but he was still able to make it back onto the stage.
Right.
MK Leo with the 56% health advantage to Zero's 114 early on, both fighters at 3 stocks.
Yeah, it just really feels like the MK Leo is content with just kind of keeping center stage. Oh, and a strong forward smash, but not quite enough percent. Trying to use the flood to push him off. Not enough. The drift, but gets the up smash on recovery like that. Zero.
Up smash from Zero clears things out, and you continue to look at the 3-to-2 stock advantage for Zero at this point. MK Leo and Sonic trying to connect with that forward smash back air. No good right there. Sonic able to miss right there, but the punish and the throw by Zero here, Vicky.
Yeah, and it's just as Vish said, Zero adapting to MK Leo and playing a lot more aggressively.
Yeah, I also feel like Zero's actually staying really grounded as opposed to jumping, because MK Leo would just kind of get those punishes while Zero is in the air, and Zero's just like, you know, I'm gonna stay on the ground and get these nice little ground combos and rack up some percent going into the stock.
The 1-2-3 jab on the edge guard, another down tilt to the edge guard, and Zero really doing a fine job staying grounded with Mario and getting those combos against MK Leo he wasn't able to get in the last game here, Vic.
Oh man, it really feels like it's hard to edge guard Sonic just the way he bounced like that and goes all the way below and then gets the up B. Mario can't really do much, just kind of waiting for Sonic to get back. MK Leo with a nice little up throw there. Okay.
How about the aerial right there, Vish? Sonic doing a great job. MK Leo, it's now 2 stocks to 2. And if you're MK Leo, this is where you try to mount a comeback, but the grab and the side throw by Zero, that's going to clear space. MK Leo can't recover in time, and now Vicky Zero's looking at a 2-to-1 stock advantage over MK Leo.
Similar situation as to what happened to Zero, not happening to Leo, but as you can see right here, he's not letting it falter him as he continuously tries to find a way to get in on him.
Yeah, I mean, just the grounded adaptation from Zero is so hard for Sonic to contend with. He tries to throw him up in the air and get some follow-ups that way, but it's just not really a Sonic strong suit, it looks like, in this matchup to be grounded in that manner.
Sonic with the grab into the side throw, followed by the fair, was able to rack up some damage once again, getting another throw into some combo, and here comes the forward smash. That connects right there. Both fighters getting back on stage. MK Leo trying to mount a comeback, down 2-1 in the stocks. Unable to connect with the aerial there, able to connect on the ground, but once again, Zero with the grab and the side throw, Vicky.
It's actually quite interesting to see that Zero's actually trying to go for the perfect shield. This new mechanic now introduced within the new game where he lets go of shield at the perfect time to parry Sonic.
Yeah, the timing is really tight though, so it's very impressive that he's trying to go for it in this kind of juncture of the tournament. Oh, gets the pop-up, doesn't get the upper. They're back to neutral position.
Zero with the 2-to-1 stock advantage, trying to get as much damage on MK Leo as he can while he still has that one stock lead. MK Leo trying to, of course, nullify that and trying to make it even ground. Oh, but the up smash from Zero, not enough to clear things out. Still not enough here, Vicky.
Yeah, getting the back hit of the up smash right there. Tries to go for the frontal hit instead, but unfortunately, since it was so unsafe, MK Leo was able to shield grab him and send him out of there.
Grab by Zero. MK Leo at 120, both fighters at their final stock. Zero, fresh as a daisy right now with only 0%. Oh, Zero able to connect with that fair. Beautifully done right there. MK Leo trying to avoid the combo on the edge, rolling back right there, gets a chance to punish with the back throw. Unable to do anything else right there, Fish.
Oh, and he gets a couple of great hits. Okay, great air dodge from Zero. He really needed that. It looked like he was in trouble with all those back airs that MK Leo was doing. Great. Nice little back air from Zero as well, but it is pretty difficult to edge guard Zero. Oh my
Reed! And the Reed with the up smash!
Oh my god, Kachi slipping, roll
Zero
in.
gets the up smash. He takes the first game of our grand finals. Don't forget, best 2 out of 3. Zero needs one more game, and he will be our champion of the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. And what we saw there, and it's a good point that you pointed out there, Vish, we saw Zero doing a better job of staying grounded. He really got punished and damaged quite a bit by those aerials in the previous matchup against Sonic. Wasn't the case this time.
Yeah, I mean, just how much that Sonic was getting while Mario was in the air. Zero kind of saw that and he was like, you know what, if I just stay grounded, I can still start up some of my initiations with my up tilt into my up airs and even some of my throws. But Sonic has a much harder time, it looked like, to get those kind of same initiations. But even then, it was still really close towards the end, just almost with that edge guard from MK Leo with those couple back airs.
You talk about MK Leo and his ability to edge guard, but the air dodge by Zero was so critical. Vicky, tell us why.
Because at that moment, he recognized that MK Leo was going to try to go for something. So to avoid it, he had to maneuver himself around there. But because air dodge isn't the same way in this game, you don't want to be air dodging too much. Because if you air dodge from a high distance, there's so much lag. So you could possibly be ending your stock in an SD.
Well, let's get set for our next game here. MK Leo versus Zero. If Zero can get the victory here, he will be our champion. Which characters will they choose? Well, let's go ahead and just rack it up again. Mario versus Sonic. Zero controlling Mario, MK Leo controlling Sonic. And you get a chance to take a look at the different mechanics of the stage now.
Right.
What are we going to expect to see here strategy-wise here, Vish?
I mean, it's a longer stage, so controlling center and controlling that mid-platform is going to be better. It feels like because there are platforms, he can kind of get underneath Mario and get the initiations that Sonic is really looking for. So this could work out really well for him. We'll see how it goes.
And loser chooses the stage, so this was an interesting choice by MK Leo. You want to introduce some verticality to this level here, Vicky.
Yeah, this is a stage that is no stranger to us. Town and City finally showing itself, and MK Leo with the grab, and here's the follows, but wow, Zero falling with an aerial into a grab.
We see MK Leo getting back up on the ledge at this point, trying to do an edge guard punish. Oh, Zero able to take advantage of that. 3 straight connections on the juggle right there, followed by the up B, and he has a 70-92 advantage. Zero right now looking very strong. Once again, the forward smash, is it enough? No, MK Leo able to get back on the stage here, Fish.
Yeah, I mean, and I think just because the stage, the bottom part of the stage is so long, Sonic can just kind of traverse that way quicker. And wow, what a great recovery after doing up air and then doing another up B into up air. That actually keeps the ledge so safe. I'd be scared to edge guard if I were Zero going down there.
MK Leo getting back on the stage, but staring at a 148% damage right now. Zero just at 88, and there comes the smash from Zero, Vicky.
And there's a parry that you just saw right there, the perfect shield coming out of Zero, and you could recognize that Zero's always at an advantage whenever he keeps MK Leo guessing a what option he should do off the ledge.
for sure, for sure.
MK Leo at 19%, Zero at 120, 3-2 stock advantage for Zero. Here we go, MK Leo with the back throw. Is it going to be enough? No, Zero able to get back on stage, but that spring catches him in midair, and how about that edge guard, Vish?
That's really smart. We've seen him try to do that earlier where the spring has a hitbox as it falls down there, and that one actually works out perfectly against Mario's style of recovery. I like it.
MK Leo getting juggled a little bit in the air, but you see those platforms are now back. Zero trying to edge guard right there. MK Leo getting back on. MK Leo rolling out of the couple of aerials, thrown out by Zero, able to get the nice up smash. Zero coming down to earth right now at this point, and then here comes yet another combo here, Vish.
Oh man, and again, just that up air off from recovery just keeps him safe while he gets back on stage. It's actually a really great recovery option. Knocks him off, tries to read drift in, but Zero doesn't bite, actually aerialing in instead, keeping himself safe. Oh. Gets the up air.
Grab into the down throw earlier by MK Leo. Zero trying to hold things down on the ground, avoiding matching MK Leo in the air. And Vicky, you seem that strategy is working pretty well for Zero here early on.
Yeah, since he was trying to catch Leo with the up smash, instead Leo caught him with his forward smash, showing him what the fist has to say.
Don't let me catch you sleeping right there. MK Leo with a 2-1 stock lead, however, at 131% damage, trying to get as much as he can, playing with house money at this point, trying to force a game 3 in our grand finals. Zero, meanwhile, has to eliminate 2 more stocks. Can MK Leo get back on? But Vicky, we see the recovery, and now it's 1 stock each. If Zero can get the KO here, he will be our champion, Vish.
I really feel like as the set progresses, we're seeing these harder and harder reads with these huge smash attacks. I mean, they're not really crazy fast, so it must really have an understanding of who they're playing against and where exactly they're going to be during their trajectories. Really
MK Leo with a couple of juggles right there. Zero on the side of the screen, getting a chance to recover here, Vicky. And you look at what's at stake with 1 stock left here for each fighter.
Jordan, this is a perfect representation of momentum at its finest. MK Leo really showing that confidence as he continues to follow Zero up in the air, and another grab. He is sent off the left side of the stage. Can he make it back safely though?
Yeah, and then MK Leo just kind of keeping a little bit outside the range of any kind of hitboxes that Zero can do off the stage, and he gets in the middle of the stage, and this is going to game 3, guys.
Let's get some extra Super Smash Brothers Ultimate here. It is now 1-1, and we go to a winner-take-all decisive game 3 for what we saw there from MK Leo and Sonic. The addition of the platforms in that level really seemed to help with that vertical game, because if you were Mario and Zero and you tried to stay grounded, you still had a chance to get juggled in the air by MK Leo.
As Vish pointed out, the platforms actually allowed MK Leo to take advantage of the platform pressure that he was applying to Zero. Although it seemed very close up until the very last stock, Leo was able to carry his momentum and take game 2.
Oh my God, I gotta give a shout out to both these competitors for giving us the most possible matches that we could have at this Invitational, going all the way down to the last game. I'm so excited, man.
Well, we've had an unbelievable crowd. Is everybody ready for Game 3, Grand Finals, Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018? It all comes down to this between MK Leo. Can the youngster dethrone Zero, or will Zero look to repeat it yet another Invitational? It's Mario versus Sonic. Zero, the loser of the last game, choosing to go with the completely flat final destination here, Vish.
Right, and it's exactly like we were talking about before. It just felt like his grounded game was really powered up with this kind of stage, and you just forced into the air a little bit more with that previous one. Makes sense to me in terms of a counterpick for Zero.
Early going here, no major advantage for either fighter. Zero at 35, MK Leo at 26. Both fighters, it seems like Vicky a little cautious and just making sure that they distance themselves from each other.
Yeah, this is neutral as well, so you see Leo is just trying to be a little bit more defensive, does not want to land the first hit, as he recognizes that Zero is trying to go for the more aggressive approach here. A lot of rolls coming from Leo, which we've established isn't the best idea, but you can tell he's feeling very confident in keeping those rolls going and keeping Zero up in the air.
You see the forward air from MK Leo going out. Both fighters still relatively the same health percentage. And you look at MK Leo, gotta try and put some pressure on Zero, because you have to match that aggressiveness here, Fish.
Yeah, and I like the movements that they're doing. They're not being too committal with any of their attacks. They're kind of dashing and then stopping their dash with their shield, so they can immediately act out of it as best they can. They either get a shield grab or they can jump out and do an aerial. Oh, he goes all the way out there. I like the quick up B from MK Leo. It kind of avoids the back air that Zero was trying.
It's Zero giving MKLeo a taste of his own medicine with some aerials leading to some juggle combos, and now it's 115 MKLeo, 78-0. Both fighters 3 stocks as the winner will be your champion of the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. Zero looking to recover. Oh, able to avoid the spring there, Vicky.
Yeah, good avoidance there coming from Zero, but he still finds himself off stage. Leo applying so much pressure from the spring, and that tech! Fish!
Oh my god, that tech was amazing. I mean, he's been seeing that the up B spring is going to be coming out there, so he was definitely expecting it. He was just ready for it. And Zero, again, off of the ledge. Zero is reading MKLeo with so many up smashes. Gets the KO. He's up a little bit.
Another grab into a side throw from Zero. He's up 3 stocks to 2, trying to make the most that he can with this. MKLeo with the grab and the forward throw. Not enough to clear Zero out of the arena at this point. Trying to edge guard. Both fighters being very technical about what they're trying to do. Oh, another grab by MKLeo into the back throw here, Fish.
Oh my god, yeah, really cautious play, especially on the ledge. You're just like, what is he gonna do? Am I gonna get red again? I don't want to get smashed one more time in this finals.
The patience, though, displayed from Zero. He was trying to get the read with a down smash. Notice he still has all 3 stocks. He is at 151, though, so MKLeo is going to try to go for those backers a little bit more often or catch a jump with an up smash.
Once again, another grab into a forward throw by MKLeo, but you see Zero able to rack up damage after damage on MKLeo with the 3-2 stock advantage. Zero still staying alive at 163. Both these fighters. It's been back and forth throughout this entire tournament, and beautiful aerial right there, Fish.
Yeah, you can really feel like the pace of this last match was a bit slower and a little bit more methodical. They're kind of just waiting and trying to punish, trying to see where the air dodges come out, seeing where the recoveries are come out. Like there, Zero got a great backer on the right side of the stage there. Just trying to control center is working out so well for the... Oh my god,
oh, Sonic tried to do the down air, but the up smash by Mario trumps that. And now it's 175-19, but Zero with the 3-1 stock lead here, Vicky.
Yeah, Zero with the up smash uncontested, but MKLeo with the back air finally taking Zero's first stop.
That was so smart from Zero because that's one of the few options Sonic has on coming down like that. And he hadn't used it thus far, but that was just the hardest, coldest read I've seen.
Zero is just 1 KO away from becoming your champion. MKLeo staring a 2-1 deficit in the face. Side throw by Zero. MKLeo trying to recover. Zero missing with a couple of those aerials right there. Both fighters. Couple of glancing blows. MKLeo gets back on the stage, able to punish with the smash, Vicky.
Yeah, which punch is going to hit first as MKLeo now tosses Zero off stage. Although he does have 91% on his last stock, he's going to probably want to play a little bit more safely.
Yeah, he really needs to, just with the percent that he has. He's got to really make every single recovery count. He's got to get back to center as best he can. This is not a great position. It's not worked out really well for MKLeo while he's getting off the ledge. Zero's read it many times. Oh my goodness.
Keep an eye out for that up smash from Zero. Sonic and MKLeo at 121. Zero can smell a championship. Just has to connect with one more critical hit here. Trying to block, gets the forward air. Is it enough? No. MKLeo getting back on the stage. Zero trying to close this thing out. Side throw against MKLeo. Still not enough, but here it is, and that is it. Your champion, Zero, able to get the victory over MKLeo, and he is your champion of the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018.
How does he keep doing it, man? How does he win every invitation? How does he get back all the way to finals, bringing out the scarf, bringing out the Mario? This guy cannot be stopped. He is just so good.
And it took the 3rd game of the grand finals, Vicky, and you look at how well matched both these players are, how well respected they are in the community, and it's certainly a treat for everybody that got a chance to watch that.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I mean, seeing Zero with another streak here with the Super Smash Bros. Invitational. I want to know who's been giving Zero these notes because what a fantastic showcase, Vish.
Oh my god, is Smash Brothers in this guy's blood? How is he so good at it? I mean, he's just born to play. This guy is a contender. I really love the adaptation throughout the set from both of these competitors. They really showed us what high level potentially could look like in this game, and it was a really great showing, honestly. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Like you said, a tremendous showing of skill that we saw from both Zero and MKLeo and all of our fighters. But now let's get set for our award ceremony, and for that, let's bring him out again, the creator of the Super Smash Bros. Series. Put your hands together for Mr. Sakurai.
Zero do it every time.
And what a treat for everybody here at the Belasco Theater. We have medals for both of our finalists here. And let's begin with our second place finisher, MK Leo. As the crowd chants Sakurai, you see the love from this community for the creator. But let's go ahead and get started with our award ceremony right here. We have a couple of medals for our participants here. Let's begin with our second place finisher. Please give a big round of applause for MK Leo. And we had to get to the final game of our grand finals, but we have a champion. Give it up for Zero. And not only does our champion get a medal, but we also have a trophy for our champion. So let's go ahead and bring that out, our Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018 Championship Trophy presented by Mr. Sakurai himself to our champion, Zero.
Oh. That is a beautiful trophy. Oh my gosh.
Gorgeous.
Just a wonderful display. Now let's hand it over to Mr. Sakurai for a few words.
Zero は本当に強いな。
Zero, you are really good.
選手の皆さんに入場してもらいましょう。Please come in.
Let's ask the players who participated to come out on stage.
皆さんお楽しみいただけましたでしょうか。
So, did you enjoy the show?
実は皆さん忘れているかもしれませんが、このゲームは未完成品です。
And I don't know if you remember, but this game is not yet done.
私は正直どれだけ不具合が出るんじゃないか、止まるんじゃないかと、心配しながら見ていました。
And honestly, I was really scared that, oh my God, there's going to be a bug, it's going to freeze up. I was really scared.
ちなみにこの試合を見ていて不具合を2、3見つけてしまいました。
And speaking of which, I did find already 2 or 3 bugs while watching this tournament.
製品が出るまでに直します。
I'll be sure to fix it in the production version.
Yeah.
それにしてもまだ制作をしている最中のゲームなのになんて上手にプレイするんだろうなと思いましたね。
But I was really impressed at how well you guys played despite this being a game in development.
ただし、このゲームのバランスも日々変わっていきますし、開発中に日々変わっていきますし、また、今作ならではのルールを覚えると挙動もどんどん違ってくると思います。
And this game is constantly being adjusted, and the balancing is constantly being adjusted during development. And as you learn the new rule sets for this game, I think what you can do with this game will change as well.
だからさっさと完成できるように、日本にすぐに帰ろうと思います。今日深夜便で帰って朝に日本に到着しすぐに仕事します。
So with that said, I need to go back home to Japan and get working. So I'm going to take a midnight flight tonight and start work tomorrow morning.
Woo! Guys,
だから皆さんどうぞ。Thank you. Thank you. どうぞ発売を楽しみにしてください。ありがとうございました。
And with that said, I hope you're all looking forward to the release of this game. Thank you very much.
All right, let's give it up one more time for Mr. Sakurai and all of our players that took place in the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. 8 of the finest players representing 6 countries. We came down to an unbelievable grand finals. The atmosphere here at the Belasco Theater was absolutely electric. And that concludes a wonderful doubleheader day of Nintendo competitive action. You saw the Splatoon 2 World Championship. The GG Boys of Japan becoming victorious in that. And we had a wonderful day getting a chance to just see not only the passion but the love from the community behind these games. Then of course our Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. MK Leo and Zero would finally face off amongst 8 of the finest players in the world. And you got to see a lot of love and support from the community, as well as a chance to see all that this game offers as it continues to be in development. And just once again, a wonderful atmosphere here at the Belasco Theater in Los Angeles. Want to give a big thank you to our commentators. Let's hear it for Vicky, Kitty, and Vish. And then, of course, Nine and Ashley Esqueda for Splatoon 2. And then, of course, a big round of applause for all the hardworking folks behind the scenes that make this possible. Make sure you continue to tune into Nintendo Treehouse Live all week long for more great Nintendo content. December 7th, can't get here soon enough. Have a great rest of the week.